I'm doing a singles event in Oakland on April the 15th. Maybe I can try to incorporate some of that into the night's activity. So we'll see. Maybe I can test it out there and see how people react to it. And then, who knows? People might like it. All right, if you're watching, let me know where are you watching from. And you all got to tag some people because Instagram sometimes does not alert people when I go live for some odd reason. I don't know what that is. So tag some of your single friends and share the live with a couple of people. Okay, we got Jersey in the house. Jersey's a big state. So are you in Central Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey? Where? Right, like Nora said, if liquor and food is there, the gays will show up. Dallas, Brooklyn, Columbus. Okay. Harlem. Okay. Now, are any of you all single? Like if you're, you're in South Jersey. Okay, I was wondering. Because when people say they're in Jersey, that can mean anything. Like it could be literally, you gotta be like, well, what part of Jersey? Because that gives a whole different vibe. Canada in the house. Okay. Kentucky, Jacksonville, Los Angeles, Trinidad and Tobago or however you say it with the accent. Tobago. Everybody in Jersey tonight. Okay. Now, if you're single, click the request button and you can come on and I will ask you some questions. We're encouraging people to holler at you. Kev, I do it every Wednesday. I do a reminder. I always put a reminder in my story. I used to do it real every Wednesday, but you all just ignore it. You all ignore it. Definitely ignore it. And I used to because usually on Wednesdays I get my haircut, and I would just do a little video beforehand reminding people. But people are like, Lamont, we know. You don't need to tell us. I'm like, okay, I don't know. Yes, they do. Somebody said they think Instagram suppresses this channel. They try to make it. I don't understand what it is because I don't post like anything crazy. Like there's nothing X-rated on my channel. All of it's like dating advice or it's things that I reshare from other content and just make it my own. So I don't know what that is about. I do not know what it's about. Somebody said they like the Wednesday reminders. Okay, I will get back into the habit of doing some Wednesday reminders. I can do that. Yes. Who else is on? I'm trying to see who is. So I can look and see who's watching and who has not been on before. So if you do want to join, click the request button and I can ask you some questions. Yes, that's how it works. Okay, I will go back to doing reminders. Oh, and the late night show. We have not done a late night edition in a while. We have not done a late night edition in a while. I guess we're overdue for one. Well, last week, we literally stayed on for 3 hours, which is why I posted the YouTube video in 2 parts because it was just so long. So, yeah, last night we stayed on for a long time. And I think probably because the week before I didn't come on. I gave some extra time. Yeah. But if you're single, click the request button. Come on and say hello. I want to look through and see who is watching that has not been on before. People, some random requests who have not been on before. We'll see. Let's see. Are you all just watching tonight? Okay, yeah. Someone said, yeah, we did go a long time last week, and I did allow the interviews to go a little bit longer because um, there were definitely a lot of interesting people. So I was just like, why not? Like, well, why not let the people talk? Yeah. Someone said, don't forget notifications about lives. Oh, you don't get the notifications about the lives anymore. I know that. I do not know why that is. I don't know why that is because I don't post. I literally don't post anything that has nudity, that has like offensive terminology, or I really try and stick away from politics because you know what happens. So I try to keep it so that Instagram doesn't say, oh no, your content's inappropriate, so they won't share it. But yeah, yeah. But if you want to get a notification when I go live, you literally have to go to my profile and select that you want notifications to yourself when I go live or when I make posts. You have to do that. Yeah. But if you don't do that, then you have to just randomly hope that I am on for you to join. Yeah. Does anybody live in Oakland or San Francisco or the Bay Area over in California? You're like, Lamont, why? Because I'm having a singles event on April the 15th in Oakland. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's at some spot called Town Bar and Lounge. Cool spot, really high end, classy, right downtown. So if you want to invite, just DM me and I'll send it to you. But you all know I always post any events that I have in the link in my bio. So you can always just click there or go to my website, Better Way to Meet. Oh, someone said they live in San Jose. How far away is San Jose from Oakland? Hey, Sam, happy belated birthday. I think you're like 30 now. I'm teasing. I see y'all in the comment section having a whole conversation. Y'all asking Stacy if he went on a date. Um Only he can tell y'all that. I think, some people they go on dates. Listen, I will tell you, people, y'all be going on dates with each other and y'all keep it a secret. It's not only until y'all break up. Then y'all go on my DMs and say, oh yeah, we were dating for like 6 months. But y'all keep it a secret. Mm-hmm. Okay, San Jose is about 45 minutes. That's like Atlanta traffic to get anywhere. Oh, Stacy, you gotta come and give us an update. You can tell us how it was. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, y'all, people send me pictures of them laying in the bed, having coffee at amusement parks. Some of the stuff is inappropriate. Yes. But I always hear the drama. If someone meets from this show, if there's drama involved, I always hear about it. 6 months later, oh, he stole this or he was this. It's always the DMs could be a whole nother show that I have. Right. Jermaine said he met 3 people off the dating show. One was a hot ass mess, he says.
Do I want to say this? Do I want to say this? Maybe I can say it. Not talking about you, Jermaine, but when I hear people say, oh, that person was crazy or hot ass mess, usually that person is saying the same thing about you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they both y'all experience each other's craziness. Mm-hmm. Not saying it's you, Jermaine, but I always get to hear both sides of the story. And then I'd be like, oh damn, you left that out. You left that out. Oh, well, that's why he did that, because you did X, Y, and Z. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. There are always two sides to the story when you're dating someone. Well, is that all you were offering, sir? Did you lead with that? Right. In the comment section, you said the man only wanted dick. Well, is that all you were leading with? Because, some of y'all who are tops, that's all y'all lead with. I'm a top. I'm a top. I'm a top. Okay, well then that is why he's coming after you. Because you have not led with anything else. You haven't said, oh, I'm a caring person. I'm about faith, spirituality, about politics. Like, y'all lead with, I'm a top. And then you get mad because all he wants to do is fuck. I'm just saying. Lead with something else. And then he won't be, he will not focus on that. No. That got me in my soapbox already. You're right. These folks are not ready to date for real, for real. I think I am going to do a series, and y'all might hate me for this. And I'm going to consistently, I'm going to say this is that a lot of gay men don't want a relationship. They don't. They want the idea of a relationship, but they don't really, really want a relationship. And they don't even prioritize trying to be in a relationship. It's not even a priority. It's a priority to have sex. It's a priority to waste somebody's time. But y'all really don't want a relationship. So you can say that. And this is someone who, I'm a matchmaker, a dating coach. I'm married. I believe in love. I see it. I see this shit. I'd be like, just say it. Like I'm gonna bring Jerome on in a second. Like earlier today, there was a guy who I love his content. He posted, and I put it on my channel, on my channel. He posted that he signed up to go on a dating app, create a profile, but he doesn't check the damn messages because he has anxiety. He has so many messages. He doesn't check the messages. Then what the hell are you doing on the dating app then? What did you think was going to happen? So you sign up to go on a dating app, and it wasn't like Sniffies. It's a dating app. People want to meet people, and you don't answer your damn messages. Oh, well, how do you expect to like? And my thing is, if you don't like online dating, then don't do online dating. Go meet people in person. But if you bring your ass to the online dating platform, do it with your chest. Y'all gonna keep me in business forever. Y'all are gonna keep me in business forever. Okay, talk about job security. Because people like him, y'all all want handsome guys who are tall, masculine, all that type of stuff. But they be on some bullshit too. I'm like, you all don't, not all, not majority of people don't want to invest in dating. They will invest in a house, a car, their career, their wardrobe, their bodies, other people, but not relationships. Like, if you're going to fall in love with somebody, spend the rest of your life with somebody, wouldn't you want to invest some time in making sure it's the right person? Because the biggest investment that you're going to have outside of yourself is who you decide to spend the rest of your life with. So that is effort. That's time. It is hella effort. It is hella effort. But y'all are like, oh, piss poor strategy, piss poor attitude, piss poor, piss poor. I'm just saying, it is piss poor approach. As my mama say, piss poor. Hello, hello.
What's up, Lamont?
How you doing? I can't see you, but
You can't see me. I can see you.
no, but Instagram is trash. Give it a second because I got my other camera up. It'll show me in a second. All right, I can see you from over here, but not here. But I will act like I can see you and talk to you right here. What's going on, sir?
First of all, how you been, Lamont?
I've been doing all right. You shooting your shot tonight?
My shot.
Hmm?
Oh, my shot. Oh, no. No, I want to comment real quick in reference to the dating round. Man, to be quite honest with you, I have a theory why at least black gay men, I call it the little white lie, but it's not primarily their fault. Follow me for a second.
Wait,
As
you want
hetero-
to? I'm sorry. First, wait. You want to comment on what?
so dating, right?
Okay.
I feel like when it comes to dating, people always say they want certain things, right? Honesty, be upfront. But when you do that, it becomes an attack. And I feel like over time, especially growing up as a gay male or whatnot, for the heterosexual world, they at a young age can express girlfriends, dating openly, and all that stuff, right? But for men, especially gay men, you have to somewhat hide and white lie. And eventually, as you grow older, those lies become so normal to where it's second nature. So when you learn to date or want to date, when someone says, "Hey, I'm looking for this, that, and the third," you instantly say, "Oh, me too. Oh yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, this that lie goes so quick without even thinking what you really want. You go with the flow,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately you lose yourself because you don't know yourself. So for me, for instance, I've been single for like 5 years now, and I want to start dating again. I want to. I know my worth, number
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I know myself, number two. And everybody can't say that about themselves, which is sad sometimes. But you have to find it within yourself to learn yourself. And people sometimes want this monogamous, heterosexual, lifestyle. They paint that in their heads, but without understanding it's two men together, testosterone together, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can be submissive, masculine, and all that stuff. But if you don't come to a relationship with at least honesty and purity, it's never going to go anywhere. So for me, when it comes to dating, I have a Hinge profile now, and I'm
Okay.
open to date. And I check my profile, of course. But I'm finding that, and maybe the way I look or whatnot, people go by vanity versus what's in here with Dom, right? I'm a cool ass cat. Smart, I'm funny, I'm charismatic. I'm beyond just the way I look physically, right? So when I see my messages, it's all about like, oh, we should link, or like, oh, you should get at me. But I'm like, do you, how's your credit? Like, how's your mind? How's your mental? Like, are you comfortable with yourself? Have you gotten over your past traumas? That kind of vibe. No one wants to have that conversation at least
Mm-hmm.
lead to growth. And sometimes I found these past relationships, they come in with all that baggage, and from the mere title of boyfriend, now I'm expected to heal you from all that without you telling me what's your triggers, what's your effects, what makes you angry or mad or sad or stuff like that. So The whole dating realm can be very misleading, if I say so myself.
Well, Dom, you have proven my point from the point you start
Oh
talking
yeah, I wasn't
about.
trying to just like say you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm adding to it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you are co-signing. You're giving case studies to this point. I think most gay men, regardless of their race or ethnicity, don't prioritize dating.
Oh yeah.
And when I say they don't prioritize it, yes, we have been sold a bag of lies. We have to come out of the closet. We get discriminated against, but at some grown ass age, we have to take responsibility. If we say, "Hey, I want to find a partner, husband, whatever, let me work on myself."
No legit.
Like, let me do the work on me. Not saying you have to be perfect, but let me go to therapy. Let me create a Hinge profile with some real pictures, actually respond to the messages. And even like how you said, some guy was like, "Oh, get at me," or "Let's link up." No, motherfucker, have a whole sentence. "Hey, how are you doing?"
No
Like,
legit.
"Hey, can we hang out sometime?" Like,
Legit.
use language that says, "I'm interested in getting to know you," instead of just "fuck you."
No, for real. And it's crazy enough. Like I'm reading the chat, and y'all are like trying to like drag, but I'm speaking pure facts. It's not past trauma. It's just I've noticed over time, like you're saying,
Mhm.
we want something, but you all don't really want it, or you want it in that instant without working for it, and that's not. It's never going to work.
Yeah, yeah,
Never going.
yeah, because I see guys post all the time, and there was like a social media influencer earlier today, and I reposted his content. They say they want a relationship. They talk so much trash on the dating pool, but they are the piss in the dating pool themselves. Like,
But
because they don't do the work themselves, and when it comes to actually putting in the effort, piss poor, piss poor.
why do you think that is?
Ooh, don't fight me, because most gay men want to be treated like women. They want the other person to court them, to date them, to woo them, to treat them like they are the prize.
I mean, I can get that. And I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I feel like, again, sometimes they want to model after what they see with heterosexuals, which is understandable because if you're not exposed to anything else but that, what can you do?
So what you can do is great question, Don. What you can do is, just like you say, "I'm coming out of the closet to be as a gay man," you start to question literally everything in life.
No, legit.
You question God, your family, things you've been taught. That should include your relationship dynamics, because there are two men in a relationship, two penises, two strong personalities. You say, "Well, you know what? How can I date another man? Because I know how I like to be treated. So
Mhm.
he probably wants to be treated the same way. So why don't we take turns treating each other in these ways, instead of, oh, you the man and I'm the woman, or vice versa?"
No, I hear that.
Yeah,
Because I've,
yeah.
I've
But
had relationships like that.
the people in the comment section, listen, they they experience it. And there's some in here. There's some in here who are like, "Yeah, I want him to do all this stuff." They'll be single for the rest of their life.
Well, hold on now. I don't think that. I do feel like there's somebody for everybody. I do
No, there's
think,
not.
oh my
I
God.
don't. There's not. I'm not of the mindset that there is a lid for every pot.
Damn, Lamont.
There are some people who do not have the capacity to be in a relationship, and that's okay.
I can, oh God, you are, that's diabolical. You said, ain't nobody for everybody.
Let,
The
let,
fuck?
let, let me give you an example, Dom. Let me give you an example. There, let's say his name is Tom, right? Tom
Mhm.
is aggressive, can't manage his anger, like literally can't manage his anger, can't manage his finances,
Okay.
doesn't take care of himself physically, um, has a history of beating up his partners, do you think that there is a lid out there for Tom?
You want to be real honest? I do. Because there's somebody out there, it's going to sound very crazy, kink or not, that wants to be that submissive to Tom, that wants Tom to put Tom's hands on them without a line. There are people out there like that. Nothing wrong with that either by any
Oh,
means.
there is something wrong with that. There is something. So I think people sign up for toxic relationships. People sign up for the bullshit, and they get upset when they get hurt, when their money gets stolen, when they get a black eye, or they get a broken heart. You knew there were red flags right there, and you still decided to get in a relationship with someone. No, Tom does not deserve to be in a relationship.
They said Tom could be changed.
It's not your job to change Tom while you're in a relationship, though.
Oh, true. I do believe that.
Right. So I don't believe everybody should be in a relationship. No. Mm-mm. You might, if you can believe that, that's okay.
Oh, well, I say it's somebody for everybody. Nah, relationship
No,
too.
I do not think there's somebody for everybody. There are some people who should stay single.
I get that. I understand that.
And that's okay. It's okay. I think there are so many people who have not realized that they should be single, who are in the dating pool, and who are engaging with people who want to date with intention and want to be in a healthy relationship.
No, I get that. I do understand that.
Yeah.
Because it goes straight to sex. The moment you say, let's go out for a date, it goes straight to sex, which, I mean, to each his own. But like when you're in the mindset of dating, it can be very troublesome, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the conversation, Dom.
Likewise. I gotta hit you up when I get back in town.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Dom just wanted to come on and just give some commentary, which is totally fine. Y'all had me on my soapbox. Let's see. Who is this? I'm saying don't date Tom. There are some people who don't. Yeah, I keep thinking what you all say, every pot has a lid. No. That's why y'all sign up for the bullshit. Y'all do. What's going on, Jerome?
Hey, Lamont, how are you?
I'm over here screaming.
Literally.
I'm loving the waves over here. I'm getting seasick right now, okay?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Here we go.
You went to the barbershop today?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, early this morning, I had a date, an outing.
No, was it an outing or was it a date?
I would say it was an outing.
What is the difference between an outing and a date?
Because a date, I feel like you're more intentional about like what you kind of want, and you're being intentional about the dating. An outing was just like, hey, let's just meet and greet, see if there's any kind of spark or stuff like that. So I think the intentions are a little bit different.
It's a pre-date?
It's let's see if especially with dating online, I feel like an outing is like less pressure, like less intention. It's just like let's just see if there's chemistry. Let's just see if we vibe. So that's why
That's a date.
no, to me it's different because if it's a date, I'm planning differently.
Y'all went for coffee or something or tea?
Okay, Lamont. Hey, how are you?
Because I am on this, Jerome. I am on this kick. That's a date, friend. That's a date.
That's the date for you. That's not a date for me. I feel like a date. I feel like a date. You're a little bit more intentional. I wasn't as intentional. I'm just trying to see.
You're gathering information.
Yes, but not in a date way. Because a date, I'm more intentional about like, let me, put more effort in and let me like put my best foot forward. And outing is kind of like, there's no pressure to it. We just want to see what happens. So it's different for me. It's different.
You was half-assing it.
It's not half-assed. It's like just no expectations, no pressure. It's just the outing. Yeah, just the vibe check.
So I know you didn't ask for my opinion. If you could do like this if you want, you don't want to hear it. Um, I think, particularly gay men. I think this is unique to gay men and not to other folks. We get into situationships and we stay comfortable there. Like we exist in the, oh, this ain't a date. This is just a meet and greet.
Or going with the flow.
Or
It's see
go,
for me, I
yeah.
didn't want to say all this because I didn't want to add too much context to it, but we just been chatting online and we found out we live really, really close. And so it was like, oh, let's meet. That's why I said it wasn't a date, it was just an outing. That's
I would call it a date. I would still call it a date. I would call it because you don't want to be his friend. You don't want to be his coworker. You don't want him to do your nails. You want to see if like this is somebody who's potential dateable, get to know all that. But it was a quick. I just want to see if you ain't catfish and see if there's a vibe. That's a date.
to you. And we can agree. Yeah.
Let's ask the people in the comment section. Was that a date that Jerome went on? Say date. If you say no, just say it was a meetup. So was it a meetup or was it a date?
Yeah, because it's like, hey, we're in the same area. Who knew? We're minutes apart. Let's just, meet. That's why I say it wasn't a date. Yeah. But anyway, people can have their.
It was a sip and see, they said. It's a sip and see. Yes. So I think people put too much I think they use the word date as something sacred and holy. A date is gathering information, a vibe check. Let me get to know you. Let's have fun. Let's see.
I agree to that, but I don't think that's what happened today. But I agree to that.
So there are a couple people who are saying it was a meetup. Some people are saying it's a pre-sale. Others saying it was a date. Like, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you want to come on here and discuss, Jerome?
No, this is not a town hall. I'm coming to shoot my shot. This is not a town hall.
He said this is not a town hall. I'm trying to find a man. So apparently that one you went out with today wasn't it.
I'm just being very intentional about putting my options out there and just never know where things land. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I tried to nip it in the bud earlier on. I was like, Lamont, let's just get what we're here for.
Someone said you didn't like the man's outfit. That's why.
That's not the truth. He was actually a pretty interesting guy. So we'll see.
Okay. All right, so Jerome is shooting his shot, people. So if y'all have questions for Jerome at any time and you want to come on and ask him a question during the interview, literally just wave in the comment section and you can come on and interrupt the interview and ask him a question. You all know Jerome. Jerome has been on the show a couple times. You know his energy, his vibe, but we're gonna see what his dating preferences are.
Some things have changed. My God.
We're going to see what has changed and see if people notice what has changed. And I do think dating should change you. Things, they should change you. Okay. So Jerome is in Atlanta. Jerome, remind us how old you are.
I'm 36. I'll be 37 in July.
Okay. How tall are you and about how much do you weigh?
I'm 5'10", and I'm like 180.
180. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't get into zodiacs, but I'm a Leo. But
Okay.
since we get so much flack, I always feel like I got to defend Leos. I know your best friend's a Leo, so I'm a Leo.
You're July Leo, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
And that is what changed. All right. So here's the thing. I'm two things. I could be two things, right? So I'm leaning more towards side. So I would be 100% okay with being a side.
Mm-hmm.
However, in a committed relationship that's monogamous, I'm willing to be a versatile bottom. And when I say versatile bottom, I mean like a bottom 90% of the time, top 10% of the time. So either or.
Okay. So you're okay with dating someone and having no penetration whatsoever?
Or being in a relationship with them, just being aside completely. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Or I'm okay with the versatile bottom situation.
Okay. Okay. All right. And who do you typically want to be in a relationship? Men, women, both trans, non-binary? Who?
Only cis men.
Okay.
So men born male identify as male men.
They
Yeah.
can they gotta have a penis.
Yes. And they have to identify with being a cis male. Yes, amen.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. So a side or burst bottom. What type of work do you do, Jerome?
Oh, let me add to that. Let me add to that. Also, I I moved to Atlanta in 2018, in July of 2018, so it'll be 9 years in July.
Mhm.
My promise to myself was that I'm not engaging in sexual intercourse until I'm in a healthy, happy, monogamous relationship. And so that has not happened yet, but that is my non-negotiable.
So
No sexual intercourse
no penetration.
until I'm in a relationship. So that still not happened. It's been almost 8 years. Okay.
Can y'all kiss?
Yeah, we can kiss.
Yeah.
I'm just saying penetration until I'm in the
Yeah.
relationship.
But if you get in a relationship with a guy who's a side, also y'all still ain't gonna be doing no penetration.
I mean that's if he's aside. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I respect it. So for you, why did you make that decision?
Because I feel like sometimes in this community, I'm only speaking about this community because that's my proximity.
Mhm.
Sometimes we let sex and everything like that, like steer the relationship, and it becomes the priority. And so when things go haywire, or you need to leave, or when they're not good anymore, sometimes if the sex is good because y'all have this sexual connection, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm judging, but people stay, and I don't want that. I want to build up a
Mhm.
good foundation based on we actually liking each other and
Mhm.
not just liking that we can have sex with each other.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I think
but some
that
people have yeah, some people have bowed out gracefully. Some people are like, I'm not with that. Like I want to hunch. There's another. Like I've gotten all kind of like pushback from that.
yeah. No, I think that's a perfect strategy for you. Like if you because I think I was talking to the guy Dom earlier. If you realize sex might cloud your experience in the dating process, don't have sex with the man until you're like, hey, I need to observe who you are, experience things with you. Let
Yeah,
us figure out who we are, boundaries, rules, commitment,
yeah,
consistency. And then you say, yeah, okay, now we can do this. No,
yeah.
I think it's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree because I think sometimes we can be in love with the sex, but not in love with the person, and I think that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying wait till marriage and all that stuff. You know, I can might be getting in a relationship with them, and it might happen. 2 weeks down the line. I understand. I just want that
Yeah.
commitment first.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think enough people do enough self reflection about their relationship with sex.
Mm. Oh, yes.
They don't. They don't say because like for some people, sex is very casual. It's like a handshake,
Yeah.
right? Other
Yeah.
people, sex on the other extreme is something that's sacred, reserved for somebody who they say they love, they're
Yeah.
committed to, and there are other people somewhere in the middle, and people don't take enough time to say, well, what does sex really mean to me?
Yeah. And
What's
some
the
people.
influence of sex over
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, and some people use it as an escape. It's like it's escapism. I can escape in this, and some PC people like me, and I'm learning this. This is how I look at it. I feel like my sex is a gift, and everyone doesn't deserve to unwrap my package,
Yeah,
unwrap the gift. That's how I look at it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And people will hate me for this though. I don't think you should wait until you get married to have sex.
I don't think so either.
I feel like
You set yourself up for the kill. I will be angry. I will be angry.
like
I will.
you
Can we get to the note right now? Right now.
like you all have waited, months, years, um, before having sex, like penetration or any sexual contact, and
Mhm.
you find out that it is the worst experience.
Yeah.
You have spent thousands of dollars, time, effort. You have committed to spend your life with this person, and you find out that special thing, because it's so special, you didn't opened up, is trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with people who wait or people who don't wait. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not shaming anyone, but people have their different values, and no one is right. No one is wrong in that. I would say that.
I
Yeah,
think it's a bad gamble. You know, people
yeah,
invest in
but
it's like Russian roulette.
yeah, but that's also if you prioritize sex. There's some people who like, hey, I don't care if the sex is great or just okay. They prioritize other things. So some people are okay with not having a. Some people are okay with not having a good sex life at all because everything else is so great. So it depends on what you prioritize.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'm not.
I will also say that I can understand how building a connection with a person, even if the sex is just okay, that can be enjoyable for you versus not having a connection with them at all, and then also the sex is whack. Then it's like it's extra whack. You know what I mean? So I can understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like buying a house without actually having it inspected.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that, but I can understand why people don't. Yeah, I agree with that.
Especially when you value sex so much and so precious. Like I would be like, okay, well, let's stick my foot in just and then, but we're gonna move on. Okay, okay, okay. So he's waiting until you're into a committed relationship
Yeah,
to even have sex, right?
yeah. A lot of the guys have. It's like, oh, I'm out of here. Like I
Yeah.
ain't doing it. Yeah. I
Now, can
even
they
have
have
several
sex with
guys.
other people? Can they have sex with other people while they're dating you?
If we're just dating, yes, but we're not in a relationship. Yeah.
Okay.
Just we're dating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that's fair. Okay. Now, what type of work do you do, Jerome?
So I am a director of marketing for a nonprofit organization, and I also run my company, a consulting company on the side, which is like digital marketing and social media marketing on the side.
Okay. Okay.
And then, depending on if there's a project or not, also a television producer. So yeah, I've
Okay.
done several shows.
Okay. And tell them your Instagram handle.
Yes, my Instagram is Mr. Jerome Trammell. That's MrJeromeTrammell. Mr. Jerome Trammell.
Okay. All right, y'all. This is Jerome. Jerome lives in Atlanta. He's 36, 5'10", 180 pounds. He is a Leo, team side or versatile bottom in a relationship. He does production, digital marketing, and then I wrote something else. Digital marketing, right? And you do you have your own
Director of
consulting
marketing
company.
for a nonprofit.
Yep, and a director of marketing. Yep, so he's in marketing. Okay. All right, if y'all have questions for him, wave at any time. You can come on, ask him a question, or use the chat function. Jerome, tell us some characteristics that you want of the guy.
Yeah, so the number one thing is consideration.
Mm-hmm.
So a guy who considers me when I'm around, when I'm not around, I think that's the number one thing. I put that like before like love and respect and all those other things. I feel like if you have consideration, then you're doing all those other things anyway. So consideration is the number one thing. Someone that, is responsible, accountable, driven. Those are the main things.
Okay. What's the longest relationship you've been in?
Oh, people consider this a red flag too. I've never been in a relationship. Never been in a relationship.
What is the longest you have dated?
Dated someone 2 months.
What? So tell me what has been, because you're 36. What has been the challenge?
Well, I think for so many years, especially like, once I started dating men and, undergrad and stuff like that, I wasn't as intentional.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start being intentional until I moved to Atlanta. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, let me focus on job, career, and all this other stuff, and school and all this other stuff, getting my master's. I was really, really focused on that. And I'm like, if dating happens, then it happens, but I wasn't as intentional until like I'll say like the last few years, I've like been way more intentional about like
Mm-hmm.
having my partner. But I'm also this person too. Like I've been in therapy, I've done my work, I've
Mhm.
done a lot of reflecting, and so like I always say like I'm whole on my own, but I would love to have another person, or I desire to have another person like to compliment me. Like that would be my desire. So
Mhm.
if it doesn't happen, cool, but if it does, lovely, because that's something that I desire.
Do you feel like you're looking for a unicorn?
People have said that. You have actually said that too,
Mhm.
or that I'm chasing perfection or something like that. So those things are kind of things that have been said to me. But what
Mhm.
I will say is that like I can understand why people say that, but also every time I be a little bit more open or let my guard down a little bit, it goes left. So yes.
Like what? Because I'm not
Yeah,
saying
no,
you should.
yes.
I don't think people should settle.
No,
Right.
no.
I don't think you should settle for like, oh, I'll just take a man, any man, just to have a man. 'Cause no.
Yeah.
I do think our society says like a man has to be 6 feet tall. He has to make this amount of money. He has to be masculine. He has to have this size dick. He has to do all this, and he has to be monogamous. And it's in the list, and I just be like, damn, that's would it
I
be?
used to be that way.
What if he's 5'9"?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I definitely used to be that way. Like, but that was been like year. I've gotten so much past like the physical. He has to be,
yeah,
and I've gotten to a space where like he could be, but if he's not, then okay, that's okay too. I'm looking more for the quality. I do have my physical things that I would desire, but it's really more of quality and like how you treat me, how you treat other people, like your drive. That's what it's about for me. Like I've gone on dates, I've dated people, and
hmm
then certain things I see, I would just be out. Some people call me a runner, but
hmm
I
hmm
feel like I ran for the right reasons. One of
hmm
the guys that I dated for 2 months, who's actually on your show or in the comments or whatever, I ended up finding out that he was sleeping with underage boys before me. So I ran for the hills, but yeah. Or one guy who was on your show, because I'd be intentional. Like I'll hit up people like, hey, what's going on? One guy was on the show who said he was an engineer. I find out that he ended up he was working at Sprouts, the grocery store. So like some people come on, just like the date apps, or you meet a
Yeah.
person,
hmm
they allow about who they are and what they have and stuff like that. So that happens. That happens quite often. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah. So I think we're always going to meet trash,
everywhere.
losers, guys who are scammers or liars. You always do that. But I feel like there are some quality guys out there. Like I'm working with one of my matchmaking clients, and I had to have a come to Jesus moment with him because like he's like, oh, he wants a guy who's a strict top, who's monogamous, who's taller than 5'11", who's masculine, who's more assertive, who's gonna take the lead,
Yeah.
has a certain aesthetic. And I was like, okay, well, he might not look like the way you want him to look.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a man that's a good man not being in the package that I desire. I'm 100% okay with that.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
yeah.
I would
Because I feel
rather
like
have,
you have to weigh
yeah,
your priorities. Like, what's most important?
yeah. Tony Braxton once said, your priorities over preferences, and that's has absolutely stuck with me.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah,
have to be attracted to you, it's like that, but like all those things are flexible. Everything else, the things that matter, those things are not the flexible things for me.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
Totally good.
I also would say I'm optimistic. I know that there are amazing guys out here. Like I'm not like one to be like, ain't no good men out here. I'm one of them. There are a lot of good men out here. However,
Mhm.
there are some difficulties. There are some filters. There's some things that you gotta dig through to get there. Some people get it right first try. Some people take them 100 tries. But like I'm
Yeah.
optimistic about that. Yeah.
Yep. I get it. I get it. Okay. What now? Tell me, what's a good age range that you would date? What's the youngest? What's the oldest?
So I'm 36. I will say the youngest would be 30. And I'm being open there because typically I like guys who are a little bit more my age or older, but
Mhm.
I'm 36, 30 is fine, but that's also pushing it because yeah.
What does the comment section want to know? What are you all asking in the comment section? Maybe I missed it. They're like, what question are you all asking? So who is it? Who is who? What are y'all talking about in the
Oh,
comments?
probably the men that been on the show that have lied about a lot of things, but
Oh, the engineer who works at Sprout. I remember I remember there was a guy who said he has a history of working as an engineer and works at the grocery store and does Uber, who lives in Florida. Is that the guy you're talking about?
no, I'm not talking about the guy, and I also wouldn't say it either because I wouldn't say that.
Okay, so because I'm an elephant. I remember certain things, but so maybe there was somebody else who said they were engineer, and then
Or it's another guy that I told you about. This guy who lied about because y'all had asked him. He had a lovely home. Y'all had asked him like, "Ooh, like you have any roommates?" Anything like that? He's like, "No," and I ended up finding out that he lived with his mama. So I told you about that guy. But anyway, you're gonna look at your DMs. But it be that kind of stuff. Like, don't put on for me because what do you think is gonna happen once I find out the truth?
right. I feel like people just say who you are, or say, "Hey, I am in transition," and this is because people gonna find out the gays are detectives. Okay, they oh. Did he say he was an environmental engineer? Because that's a custodian.
No,
No,
that's not what it was.
that's not what he said. That's not true. It's like, Lamont, stop playing with me. That's not what he said. Okay, okay. Oh, so you said 30 until what? What's the highest?
I would say I would go as high as 50, 55,
Okay.
depending on, you know, in shape, taking care of themselves,
Mhm.
active. Yeah.
Does a guy have to live in Atlanta?
I would prefer him to be in close proximity.
Mm-hmm.
I say like if I have to drive, I would prefer him to be within 3 hours. If I have to catch a flight, I would prefer the flight to be, 2.5, maybe 3 hour flight if I have to do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So close by. So like Charlotte, Augusta,
Yeah.
Alabama.
That's if I had to drive. But if it's a flight, I don't mind flying, 2, 3 hours.
Mhm.
As long as we're both doing that, on each side.
Yeah. Are there cities that you travel to often?
Yes, I travel to the DMV often as
Okay.
well as the West Coast. So like Las Vegas and LA.
Okay. Okay. See, DC, I feel like there are a lot of great guys there, but I don't understand why they can't get together because
I
Atlanta.
but when you be saying this, I think like you have a skewed, even though you're a matchmaker, you have a skewed vision. Like I think because you're not actively in the pool itself with doing this. Atlanta, DC definitely have a big variety of gay, black, just queer people in general. But as much as they are good, they're also, trash. Like in DC, when I would go to DC and try to date DC, a lot of them don't want to date black. A lot of them want to date, the government girls. A lot of them, it'd be a lot of superficial stuff. So sometimes you got to get past the people and their thing. Same thing here in Atlanta. They want you to be in the industry, making this, have this. Like, it's so much of that. And that there's no problem with that. I think it's an issue when you are requiring things that you don't have yourself. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing here?
I have a
There are
lot of
definitely
dating.
issues.
Yeah, I have a lot of dating coaching clients in DC and matchmaking clients. And what I find with DC is like there are quality guys there, but they all know each other. And they think because they dated someone's friend that person is now off limits. And I
Yeah.
say, fuck that. If you didn't want him, let someone else go after him. Like,
It's a lot of that, but also I feel like I don't say a lot of them. I feel like there's a good number of them who have like this complex about themselves, like they're superior than other people. Especially that whole government thing in DC and living in DC and where you stay at in DC. Like it's like
well,
an
Donald
Atlanta.
Trump has humbled a lot of the DC gays within the last
But
year.
that it's a very real thing. Like
Yeah.
even in Atlanta,
Yeah.
it's like if you don't stay in Buckhead or Alpharetta, it's like you ain't. It's like yo, we got to get past all those smoke and mirrors because that's what it is. Get past that.
Agreed. So when we talked about preferences, like if he doesn't live where you think he should live, but he live in Stone Mountain and he got a gorgeous home, or he has a home that he's paid for, or he's paying the mortgage. Okay, so he doesn't live in Midtown, but guess what? He can pay his bills. Like,
we have some issues that we need to break through because
yeah.
even with a good quality man, there's some issues that we still need to break through. Like there's people who say they wouldn't date me because I'm a Leo. And I'm like, if you're putting that much influence or on a Leo, like zodiac sign, like we gotta break through some of this stuff.
Then go
I
let
have my own
let
things
a
we gotta
Virgo
break
go
through.
cheat on you. Then let the Virgo cheat on you. Like, okay. So you're open in different cities, but it has to be live close. What about like body type? What do you like?
I like someone who is anything from slender to the dad bod is fine with me.
Okay. What about race or ethnicity?
I'm only interested in black men,
Mhm.
and I'm okay if they are mixed race, but one of those races has to be black.
Okay. What about? Oh, excuse me. I heard you say monogamy, right?
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to get married or do you want children?
Children, I'm 50-50 on if I want children or not. And I'm also
Mhm.
50-50 on if I want to like get a foster child or adopt or I'm 50-50 on which way. Surrogate, I'm 50-50 on if I want kids or not, and 50-50 on which way I want to have them. Yeah.
Okay. What
Marriage. Marriage, I would desire to be married and have a husband. I would desire that, but that doesn't happen. I'm okay with that too.
okay. Let's see what questions you all have for Jerome. You have questions for Jerome, put them in the question function or put it in the chat. Or, I definitely want somebody to come on, ask Jerome a question because Jerome has come on and asked people questions before. I would like for you all to pose questions to Jerome as well. So someone wave in the comment section. I'll bring you on. You can ask him a dating question or something you can probe if you want. Somebody said, did Jerome say he's in DC? No, Jerome lives in Atlanta, but he travels to DC pretty often. All right. Okay. Let's see. What side activities are you doing since penetration is off the table while dating Jerome?
So it's very rare, but whenever I feel like it, I would do things that sides do. I think people can use their imaginations. But I will say is that 98% of the time I'm masturbating. Like that's what I do. I feel like it's the easiest thing, it's the safest thing. I don't have to worry about planning. You get here, I get there, you get off work. I can satisfy myself better than anyone else can. So that's been my holy grail. But every now and then if I feel like it, yeah, side activities, but that's rare too because yeah, I
So
wanted to
you
be
all doing mutual baiting sessions.
I would do that. Yeah.
No, I'm asking, is that what y'all do?
We could, yeah. That could be a thing, or it could be oral. It could be any of that.
Okay. But that is for you. If sex is not to you all a committed
Yeah,
relationship. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. So if you're coming at Jerome, understand y'all need to be consistent, committed in a relationship if you want to take it that far. Okay. How do you handle or manage relationships? I don't understand what that means. How do you manage a relationship?
Well, I've never had a relationship, but how do I manage? Like even when dating, I'm very much like upfront. Like over communicating, we setting our boundaries and we stick to those boundaries. And when those boundaries are not, being met or respected, then we have conversations and decide if we need to, part ways, stop dating or whatever the case is. But I'm very intentional about like where I stand. Yeah.
Okay. Someone wants to know, what is your lube of choice?
So another red flag. Um, I haven't used lube in years. When I say years, I'm probably talking about probably 7, 8 years.
Are you setting a fire? Like, how are you getting?
No, I don't use any lubrication when I'm pleasuring myself. Like I don't.
When you are with someone and you are pleasuring each other, like, do you have a lubrication that
If
you
they
are using?
bring something, that's fine. But I'm telling you, like I don't. I be just.
Let me find out yourself lubricating, Jerome.
I'll be just fine. It'll take that long. You know, I mean, that's too much information. Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of me, I'm good. I'm like, okay, what's next? Like, I've learned how to really please myself. I have so much time to do it.
It's giving sandpaper over there. Oh my
That's
goodness.
what it feels like. Okay.
So that was important for someone to know. Okay. So no lube over there. Okay. Let's see what other questions they got for you. There's some more in here. Um, what is your view on religion? Oh yeah, good.
My view on my view on religion is that I always say I'm very spiritual. I believe that there's a God. I believe there's higher powers, but I also believe that the universe and your ancestors. I feel like everything is looking out for your greater good, and everything is guiding you. Yeah, so I feel like I'm okay with a person being religious or spiritual as long as they have some belief other than themselves. Yeah,
Okay. So they have to believe in a higher power. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Where would you go on a first date if you were planning the first date?
Listen, I plan, and that's one thing I had to stop doing is because I really love planning an experience that most people haven't had. And
Mhm.
so like we talked about this before, you probably don't remember, but like for the same amount of money, like say if we go to like a dinner, we'll spend maybe $100, $150. For that same $150, I was like, oh, let's do a helicopter tour. It may be $100, $150 with a Groupon. So I'm always trying to do different experiences. So like I love an activity, horseback riding, and candle
Mhm.
making, perfume making.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, I love just like
So you do dates. You do real dates.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love the date like I've never done this before. Even today, I was going to look for glass blowing, but the class was sold out. So like, I
Mhm.
want to do something we've never done before, just get us out of our comfort zone, because
Yeah.
then I feel like it allows you to be more vulnerable or more like yourself. So
Yeah.
I love planning great dates. I have literally a list in my phone of a whole bunch of dates that I want to do. Like that's me, date planner
So,
for sure.
so you got a bunch of good first dates, but we need to find, you know, 6 months, 12
So
months. Yes.
I've had a lot of great first dates, and then it's just been.
Okay.
So I was like, let me dial it back some because put in some work.
Okay. Someone said, oh, Brandon, you want to come on and ask a question? Let me see. Brandon said, bring him on. Brandon, let me see if you are trying to ask a question.
Brandon who?
Let's see. Let's see. All right, Brandon, I sent you an invite. If you're trying to come on and ask him a question, then you should see it. Let me see if that did that right. Oh yeah. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Hey, Lamont, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Hey, the little baby in the background.
Esco, say hey.
Is that a poodle? I can't see. Is that a poodle?
Yes, he's a standard poodle.
Okay, nice.
He needs a haircut right now. Right now.
Are you coming to ask
I
Jerome a
am coming
question?
to ask a question. So,
Okay. Introduce yourself to Jerome.
well, Jerome, we've actually met before. I'm Angelica's hairstylist. We met at her house like twice before.
You said what?
I'm Angelica's hairstyle. I think we met at her
Oh,
house like,
yeah. How are
yeah.
you?
So I'm great. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Love to hear it. So I heard you say that you've been here for 9 years, right?
8 in
Great.
July. Yeah.
In July. So I've been here for about, let's say 16 months. I would like to know where you meet the gentleman that you're going on these dates with. And if I missed it, I apologize. But that's my question.
So like I said, I'm very intentional about putting myself out there. So it could be literally be like Facebook dating is a great place. Lamont comment section is a great place. I've met people like good friends because that didn't work, but like great friends, so that's a great place.
Okay.
And I'll also say like the hotel lobbies and bars, Four Seasons, Ritz Carlton, St. Regis. Um, Yeah, those are my three go to. But also out and about, like little adventures, like it might be in a like candle making class. So it's like out and about. I don't typically like meet and hang up with guys from the club scene, but I've done that in the past too, because the same guys who be everywhere else are the same guys who be in the clubs and the bars. But I just try to be a little bit more intentional about like where I'm meeting and having conversations with people at. Yeah.
Okay. So I got four places out of you. That's good. Okay, great.
A probing question though, I would ask some Brandon. So like, because I heard you say you met somebody like at a hotel bar or like right. Are you approaching the guy or the guy's approaching you?
So that's the thing. So I used to be a person that was really, really afraid of rejection until
Mhm.
I like, talking to my therapist. Like I've been in therapy heavy. But anyway, so now for me, it's like I found a method that worked for me. So if I genuinely like a guy or I think a guy is attractive, I might go like sit like 2 seats away from him and I might like just start up a conversation. A genuine one or authentic one. Like if I like their shoes, I might be like, oh hey, I like your shoes. And then we'll start up a conversation from there. So usually I give a compliment based on something that's authentic because I ain't fishing for. But then I start a conversation for there. Sometimes like, oh, I'm married, I'm straight, or I got a partner, or I don't date black men. But yeah, so that's what typically happens. But that's my strategy. I'd be like, oh, I like your jacket. Yeah. Or I'm like, I hear an accent. So like stuff like that.
No, I think
Okay.
that I love that because you're putting yourself in proximity, you're communicating, you're not acting thirsty, but you're being direct and having communication with guys out in places.
Yeah, yeah. Or sometimes I'd be like, if a person's sitting at the bar, they might be like, hey, give me another Coke and Hennessy, or what is it called, Jack and Coke? I don't know. But I might be like, oh, put that on my tab. And so like I like stuff like that, like, enjoy whatever. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not mad at any of that. A little,
Nice
a
perspective.
little free game for everybody. Now that stuff, I'm not afraid to like make the first move. I think I'm that guy. So I be like, what's up with it? Before 9 times 10 they will. But those hotels, I didn't think about that here in
Yeah.
Atlanta. So
And I
thank you.
think that we as this community will be more likely to approach guys and not scared of rejection if sometimes when guys reject you, they weren't so nasty at it. I think that's what
Mhm.
happened. Like, because some of the gays, you know how they do. Like no, and sometimes it can be like very pretentious. So it's like
Rest me out.
maybe not even approach. That's a very real thing. Lamont, you haven't approached a guy in what 20 years?
And right. So that's what if you notice me going way back because when I was single, guys would reject me, but never like in a rude or condescending way. What the energy that I gave off was like you have to understand my personality. People who don't directly disrespect me, like they're gonna be like walk away or say, "Oh no, I'm good," or ghost. But I've never had someone be like aggressively rude to me and say, "Oh, you little short thing, get away from me," or no one's has
No, I'm not talking
ever.
about wrestling rule. I'm talking about like in their energy and the way they like move their facial expressions, character. Like I feel like that. Like we can pick up that a lot. Like it's like the little cattiness that with their friends. There's that energy. It's like the superior. Like they want to be superior. It's that thing that goes on heavy in this community. Or like you can even be like, oh hey, I like this, and they'll be like, he's trying to talk to me like So it's
I
So
don't know.
go
Like
ahead, Brandon. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like honestly, I feel like that's a small. I think that small percentage is highlighted so much because I feel like a lot of times when I compliment someone like what they have on or the smiles like that, it's always like, oh well, thank you, or it's an exchange back. And so yes, I believe that does happen sometimes, but I don't think it's like that. I really because I don't feel it. But then again, that's not my experience, so I
but
can't
people
say
you're
that.
interested in, or just like random people.
Excuse me.
People you're interested in, like, and they know you're interested in them, or just like random people that you compliment.
Oh, either or. Like I
Okay.
can see someone, like I can see like someone on the street, like, oh, those jeans are nice or whatever. Like it's or I have been with someone before, and like, oh, you have a nice smile, or something like that, and it didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, but it still wasn't ugly, like it wasn't nasty.
Mhm.
But we also were at like a lounge kind of place. It wasn't loud either. So I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
And
And also,
I think for me, I perceive rejection differently. Like there have been guys when I was single, I would approach. I'm like, oh, he's gorgeous. Let me go shoot my shot and holler, and I get the energy like he is not feeling this. Like he will like, and I'll be like, okay, I'll move on. Or I'd be like, oh, well, what's going on? Literally, because, you know, I ask questions. I'm like, well, what's going on? Oh, well, you too short. I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd literally be like, I'm not wearing heels. Like,
yeah, I've had some different exchanges and stuff like that.
oh, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, but people are mean. They're mean. So I guess it can impact people who are, you know, sensitive to rejection. But I have learned to look at rejection as a good thing.
For sure.
Because apparently the guy is seeing something that is incompatible for us that
Yeah.
I can't see, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Big facts.
And their rejection will get you one step closer to the person that you need to be with anyway. So that's how I look at it too. But
yeah,
yeah, I've had some weird exchanges for sure. It's like, you know what, let me not even approach, because sometimes, you know, and sometimes people just think you want sex, and some people is against that. So it can be weird, especially depending on where you at and who the person is. So
yeah. And Brandon, you said you're in Atlanta for 16 months. You've been in Atlanta for 16 months.
Yeah, I've been here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was all I had. Thank you, Lamont, let me come on. And Jerome, I'm pretty sure I'll see you around the city sometime.
All right, nice seeing you again.
All right, y'all be safe.
See
Take
you,
care.
Brandon. All right. Okay. All right, let's see what other questions. If anybody else wants to ask Jerome questions, you can.
I feel like I've been on forever. I don't want to take anybody else's time.
Let's get through these real quick, okay? Just because there's a bunch that had questions for you. Do you think the type of drink someone orders shows more about their personality?
No, people have different taste buds. I don't even drink alcohol, but anymore. But yeah, people have different taste buds.
Someone said, Jerome, when are you coming to Vegas so we can go to the rodeo for your first few dates?
Listen, I'm the type of person, like, I live life in the moment. I will fly to Las Vegas tomorrow if I feel the need to. So yeah.
So listen, if you want the man to come to Vegas, y'all have to talk on the phone and face chat a couple times in order for him to get on a flight to come out there. Ain't nobody just flying their ass out to Vegas randomly.
Listen, I'm a very random person, and I'm like, hey, the date didn't work out. I'm still in Las Vegas. Let me get up the MGM. It's a vacation.
No, because then you end up dead or drugged because you didn't vet the guy and make sure he's safe.
I've done before, actually, with a guy that was on the show, and I can tell this because, like, we were cool. Remember the guy that was the TV writer in L.A. Then he moved somewhere else, and he got like this cowboy like aesthetic going on.
Yes.
I literally, like, there was a little concert remix, like a little party going on in LA, a little listening party celebrating like Destiny Child, and I literally flew out to Las Vegas just to attend that with him. We had a great time and we were cool, but it just wasn't the chemistry romantically. But I've readily done that.
But did you all talk on the phone beforehand?
Maybe like 3 days.
Did y'all face chat?
Yeah, but he was on your show, and so like we.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So you all did communicate beforehand. You didn't just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll come see you." Like,
no, but what I'm saying is, like, even if stuff don't work out, it's still, I'm making a trip. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, what am I gonna do? It's like, oh, I'm in LA.
Jerome, I don't want these men taking advantage of you. I'm
Listen, one thing about it, I'm very safe. I'm very careful. I'm just saying, like, I live in the moment.
You all know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a video chat, FaceTime. What are y'all talking about? Y'all like Lamont? Oh man, I don't know the difference between FaceTime and video. Yeah, I'm saying like you get on the video on the phone. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness, my bad. I think that might be all the questions.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
All right, so this is Jerome. You all, he lives in Atlanta. He's 36, 5'10", 180 pounds. He is a Leo. Team side or versatile bottom. He works in marketing and production. He's open to getting married. Children, kind of 50-50. Or adoption, just depends. We'll date between 30, 55. Prefers that you live in Atlanta or close, 3 hours away, or maybe DC, New York, LA. Into slim to thick or dad bods, black guys or black and mixed. He's into Jerome is into monogamy. Tell me your Instagram hat, please.
Yeah,
Handle.
it's Mr. Jerome Trammell, MrJeromeTrammem.
Jerome, they want you to be a top in the comment section. There's like a couple people saying that.
I also want to be a multimillionaire. You're like some things you don't get right now. Who knows? Like, it's a spectrum that might change. I don't foresee it, but it might change.
Would you put a strap on and do it to a guy?
It depends on what we decide and agree on. I'm not opposed to not doing something. I'll try something at least once.
Okay, listen, y'all might be able to make it work.
Why would I put a strap on if I could just use, I don't know, but anyway.
Because I'll answer the question, because some guys who prefer to bottom, they don't get excited when they're penetrating somebody. Mentally, they're like, it doesn't take them there. If they're getting penetrated, it takes them there and it'll rise. So it just depends on like what tickles your fancy.
Yeah, I mean, if we're engaging in sex and I like you, so everything's going to be where it needs to be.
It's going to be functioning.
Yeah.
All right, Jerome, thanks for coming back on. Go on some dates, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All right, see you, Jerome.
All right.
Okay, people, what did y'all think of Jerome? What did y'all think? Listen, gay men, y'all can use strap-ons too. It's okay. Don't just let the studs be the only ones using it. I'm not pushing the verse agenda. You all were pushing the verse agenda because someone said they wanted Jerome to be a top. I didn't say I wanted Jerome to be a top. Be you. Be you. Oh, who is this? Life and Lily, wave at me in the comment section if you're trying to join. All right, if y'all think Jerome is dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1. What y'all think? Oh, I did forget to have Jerome do the spin, but you all saw him when he was sitting on the video, everything. Yes. What do y'all think? Y'all think he's dateable? Do you think Jerome is dateable? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I want all of you all to vote. I see 8s, 9s, 10s.
I was not expecting you to say text request me.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Are you coming out of Friends on Ponce? You have friends?
Don't tell the people my business like that.
I've been in Atlanta forever. I know what everything looks like.
It's my last night here. It's my last.
All right, are you situated? You shooting your shot tonight?
I guess. I don't know. I just was being messy, so I'm here.
Oh Lord, prepare.
We're here.
What is your name?
I'm Lily. It's on my neck.
Lily, like the flower.
Like the flower, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lily in the valley. There we go. Okay. Now, are you single?
I am.
How single are you, Lily?
Very single. Extremely single. There's no hidden agenda here. I'm single.
Okay.
I'm
And I
single.
heard you said you are visiting Atlanta. Where are you
I'm not visiting. I used to live here. Well, today's my last night here. Like, I live here, but I'm moving back to New York after this.
Oh, so you're moving to New York. Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in Atlanta?
off and on since 2021.
Okay, okay. And so New York is home, like where you grew up.
No, I grew up in Indianapolis. I'm going to spend a month in Indianapolis, and then I'm going to go to New York. But
Okay, what part of New York?
like the Bronx, that's where I really reside. But Manhattan and the Bronx, that's where I'll be at.
Okay, if I can ask, why are you leaving Atlanta?
Honestly, um, I really just didn't have community here. I moved here in a relationship,
Mm,
um, and then I'm not in a relationship anymore. So honestly, the whole city kind of reminds me of him.
mm, mm,
So I kind of don't. And this just wasn't the city that I truly wanted to live in. I
mm,
truly wanted to live in New York City, and I
mm,
moved here for him. So
mm.
I'm gonna go back to where I came from.
Yeah, I
Which
was going.
was
Thank you for thank you for sharing that because I think I said this a couple shows before. I think it's okay to move to a different city because you're in love. Because if your partner wants you to come, move where they
he
are. I
seems
think
unstable.
it's like take the risk to find love. If it doesn't work out, you go back home or you make
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
make
No,
it
I'm
work.
from
Yeah.
I'm from Indianapolis. Like I'm born and raised in Indianapolis, but I haven't been there in 4 or 5 years.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm going to visit because I haven't seen that place in forever.
Hmm.
But New York is where I've been at for the past decade.
Okay. When did you break up, Lily?
We broke up officially 2023.
Oh, so it's been some time. Now, did you all cohabitate after you broke up, or did y'all?
Nah, he left and I left. He left the house, like he left the house and moved on his own, and I went back to New York.
Okay, 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 okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So now you're moving back to Indianapolis just to visit for a month and then go to
yeah,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm going back to New York. Yeah,
okay, perfect. How old are you?
I'll be 31 in June.
31. Well, you're 30 now. Okay,
Yeah,
and 31 in June. How tall are you and about how much do you weigh?
I'm 6 feet. I weigh about 145.
Okay. 145? Okay.
Yeah,
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Okay, okay. Yeah, y'all get a bad rap. Yeah, you and
We
Scorpios.
do, we do, we do. I don't know why. Me and actually Scorpios and I, we are like we get along very well. Like all of my closest friends are Scorpios or Virgos, actually.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Um, Now are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
I'm a top. I mean, I'm willing to explore, but mostly top.
You're top.
Yeah,
So you're the one who
I do
you're
the
been
bending. Janet Jackson. I do the bending. You can look at my page and see as get. Listen, so this is the thing. Like I grew up. Like I feel like as black gay men, we are in a sense the gayest beat out of us. So I feel like we should explore our femininity and our masculinity as much as we want to and
hmm
as extreme as we want to
hmm
and do what we want to do because we have that license and registration to do that. You know what I'm saying? White men get to do whatever the fuck they want to do
hmm
and it's no judgment on that part. So why the fuck can we do that too?
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
you're
saying?
yeah. So you're saying you're going to embrace your
I'm
feminine
gonna
side.
embrace every aspect of me because I can,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
only one life that I have. So who am I to sit there and please some other person because they don't like the fact that they don't like that? I don't give a fuck what you like, bitch. I really don't care. I don't care. If it doesn't put a smile on my face, I don't give a fuck. And if it does put a smile, I don't care. Like I don't care.
I can feel all that. I
Yeah.
literally I see it
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also I also had a foundation. I had family that allowed me to be
Hmm.
able to do that. So like I never
Hmm.
had judgment with either side of my family. So
Hmm.
my mom's side of the family, even my mom, even my dad, like none of them ever cared about anything that I've ever done. They as long as I'm happy, they're happy. You know what I'm saying? So I just never had that
Hmm.
type of judgment growing up. So
Yep. Yep.
I'm a bit different on
Right.
how I
So
live my life.
So you are what most gay men would call a blouse. Like it's a feminine guy who is
Exactly. Fem
popping the
top
guys.
down.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So you're like, I'm femme and I'm still dicking the guys down.
Absolutely. I got a wig in my suitcase right now.
No, you don't. You do
I got a
not really.
wig. I got a wig in my suitcase, and I got some 6-inch heels in my suitcase. Absolutely.
Are you fucking the trade with the wig and heels on?
I haven't, but I will.
Live your life, okay? Live your life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So typically, what type of guys do you attract?
um, now it honestly depends on what I look like.
Okay, give me like, what are you
Because right
changing
now
into? Like,
technically I look a little bit more masculine. So right now I'm attract pretty much anybody. But if I'm in like lashes or like if I got like my lashes and my makeup on, like I really just do like lashes and eye makeup, then I'm gonna attract more like men who really don't identify as gay, really, because I
mhm,
don't really, especially in Atlanta, I don't really attract gay men in Atlanta when I look more feminine.
mhm,
I normally attract men who identify as like straight. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? So I get both sides. When I'm in New York, I attract everybody.
Well,
So
the look that you have right now, I feel like you would attract gay men. Like,
I do. I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do. Right now, I'm gonna attract anybody. Right? Even
Mhm,
sometimes girls will even approach me. But
mhm.
right now, yeah. Right now,
Because
yeah.
it gives very rapper punk look right now, like
Yeah, and I
rocker
mean
rapper
sometimes
punk.
my nails are
Yeah,
black and stuff
yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
yeah, it really just depends. Like when I'm finna go to MJQ and now the girls will be like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "No, sister, I'm gay."
But at MJQ, the girls would be down with it. They were like, everybody's a little
True.
fluid.
Yeah,
Everybody's a little
everybody's a little in Atlanta. You kind of don't know who's gay and who's straight in Atlanta. Like
right, right.
you got to be on your p's and q's to hear it because everybody's everybody out here.
So the guy you moved down here with to be in a relationship with, what was his energy like?
Um, he was a bit more masculine. I mean, he was more masculine. I mean, he didn't sound more masculine, but he was more masculine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
He was way more much of a man than I was. Like he would change the tire on the car, change the
mm-hmm,
brakes. You know what I'm saying? He
mm-hmm,
drove. I didn't drive.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I mean, because we traveled the country twice, and he drove the entire time.
Wow.
So, um,
Now, was he out of the closet?
yeah, he was gay as hell. Like
Yeah,
I'm saying, like you wouldn't. I mean,
yeah.
you could tell he was gay, but you
Mm-hmm,
would. I mean, because he was very beautiful,
mm-hmm.
but you would know he's gay when he talks.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I always say like if particularly for gay men, like if you want something that's long term, like a boyfriend, a husband, your man needs to be out of the closet. Like I know
Yeah,
there
no,
there,
no,
there are
I
some
don't.
people who are more femme presenting, like EJ
Yeah,
Johnson. I'm
right.
like, it's gonna be difficult to date somebody who's in the closet. Like they'll fuck you, but they're not. They're gonna use you and move on.
Yeah, I don't really do the in the closet thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't. I've lived that life,
Hmm.
and I've already dealt with that when I was younger, and I didn't know who I was, but I
Hmm.
know who I am. I don't
Yeah.
really give a fuck now. So it's like
Yeah.
what you see is what you get. I don't really care about nothing that shit. I don't care about any of that shit. Your secret is not my secret to keep.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
That makes sense. Yeah.
you do your biggest one, and I'm also not here to teach you who you are.
Whew. We were talking about that earlier. You don't need to teach a man. He needs to come. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to be teaching a man how to
Yeah,
be
I'm
perfect.
not here to
Yeah.
feed I'm not here to teach
So,
you, the lifestyle or any of
mhm.
that shit. Like I don't really
Yeah.
care. I'll teach you a few nuances, like well, I'll show you the movie Party Monster, but nigga, you better come knowing what Paris is born and burning already is. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So I've
What?
already done that. I've
Yeah.
already shown that Paris is. I've already told. That's what I did with my ex. Like I taught him all the gay shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was
Mhm.
gay, but he didn't know because he was a little younger, so he didn't know. No, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Now, what type of work do you do, Lily?
I work security.
Security? Okay.
Yeah,
Like we mean like protecting somebody or like at a building?
like at a bank, I work security.
Oh, okay, nice. How long you been doing that?
About a year now.
Okay. And you show up like, do you show up with makeup sometimes, or are you showing
Nah,
up like this?
I show up like this without the necklaces though.
Okay. Real professional, right?
Yeah, no, I don't even go by Lily when I at work. Like I go by my actual real name. Like it's like I'm about my money. Like one thing's for sure is I'm going to get some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please.
VIEENLILLY.
All right, do it one more time because the people will be looking for you. I want to make sure they can find you.
VIEENLLY.
Okay. All right, you all.
Like
This is Lily. Lily currently lives in Atlanta, but is moving to New
New
York,
York.
to Brooklyn. Okay. Lily's 30, 6 foot even, 145 pounds, Gemini, team top, and works in security. If you have questions for Lily, use the question function, use the chat, or you can wave at any time that you want and come on and ask Lily a question. Okay.
They don't want the kid. It's cool.
You don't
I
think
see them
so?
talking shit.
Listen, I promise you they're gonna be in your DMs. Okay, I
Somebody
promise
said,
you.
yes, make me feel safe while I cash a check.
Now, tell us what type of guy are you looking
Oh,
for, Lily?
Mariah's Mama and Glitter. I'm a huge Mariah Carey fan. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments. Sorry. Keep going. Say what you got to say.
What type of guy are you looking for tonight?
Somebody who knows themselves. That's
Hmm.
it. Like I need you to be in tune of who you are
Hmm.
and be confident in that because that's the only way we gonna last. That's the only way we gonna rock is knowing who you are and not being afraid because I'm not afraid. And any setting that I'm in, I'm gonna present myself
Yeah.
regardless of the setting. And I just need you to be, chill. Like I am normally like right now I'm lit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally just sit and watch The Simpsons and smoke weed all day long. Like I go to work and I watch The Simpsons and I pay my bills. Like I don't. Somebody said I seem unstable, but that's because right now I am because I know that here in Atlanta I don't have community. I don't
Yeah.
literally have any friends,
Mhm.
but I just left New York and I realized more than ever I have community there. So I'm
Yeah.
going to where I have community at.
Yeah. I think
Uh,
Atlanta is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If you are able to find community in New York, yeah, go back. Like
yeah,
make it
yeah,
happen. Yeah.
yeah,
What's a
yeah.
good age range that you will date? What's the youngest? What's the oldest?
No, you're nothing younger than 3 years. What is
Okay.
this? What am I? I'll be 31 this year, so nothing younger than 28, 29.
Okay. What's the
Uh,
oldest you'll go?
as old as the check is. I I mean, I've dated somebody that was older than my mom, so I mean, but
You are 30. So you said like maybe like 45, 50?
my mama was 67 when she passed, so I dated
Mhm.
somebody older than
That's,
that.
that's like your grandparents' age almost. Yeah.
My grandmother would have been like 80 something, 90 something.
Woo!
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
was born by
you
old people. I was born by old people. My mama was 35 and 95 when she had me, so
okay.
I was raised a little bit older than
Okay.
even my age. So like most of my friends are in their 40s.
So you're okay with dating an older man. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We're
What
probably
about location?
I mean, if you got the funds, I mean, when we got the funds, we could fund it out. Yeah.
So any city you're okay with, as long as you all can fly to see each other.
Yeah. I might even. I'm just kidding.
You might what?
Nothing.
I didn't hear you.
Nothing.
But no,
If the chemistry is right, I mean, I probably would move, or you probably have to move to me because I've already moved to somebody. So you got to move to me. No shade. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've already moved to somebody, but
yeah, don't keep moving. You're like,
yeah, no, you
damn.
got to
Yeah.
move to me. You got to
Yeah.
move to me.
Okay. Now, what about body type? What do you like, Lily?
I don't really care about body type. I'm not really, no, I don't really care about none of that shit. I just need you to be a person. I need you to be able to be a person. That's it.
Okay.
And it's not
Well,
even. It's not even about like being just gay. It's just I need you to be a person. You know what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying?
What about like race or ethnicity? What do you prefer?
Black.
Black. Okay. Now, are you more into like monogamy, open relationships,
Monogamy. We not
agreement,
doing that open
poly?
shit because if I catch you, no. And that's another reason why I live in Atlanta is because everybody in Atlanta, even if they tell you they single and they play like they single in your face, I just had a swindle. I just got swindled. Somebody was in my face at Bulldogs and their boyfriend was in the club at the same time. Like, no, everybody got somebody here in Atlanta. Don't come to Atlanta thinking you gonna find love. It happened to me that one time. It was 1 in a million. I fucked it up, and we just gotta take that L and we gotta move on. But these niggas, they all got somebody here in Atlanta. Don't let them fool you. That's why I'm leaving. They all got somebody. All of them. All of them.
Man,
Yeah. All of them.
Atlanta gets a bad rap.
And it is. Guess what? Because it is. I live here. I actually live here. I take the MARTA. Like I day to day. I see what is going on here.
They all got a man
All of them.
and concubines.
All of them. It's a codependency because a lot of these niggas don't want to be alone, and that's really the problem. But we're gonna digress. Anyway, they don't know who they are. They don't want to be alone, and so they come here and they realize that they just got to find somebody that they can just codependent with, and they good. I'm good. I'm not codependent with your ass.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you on this. I'm not. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not.
gonna just smile and nod.
I'm not codependent with your ass. I'm getting the fuck on somewhere. Yeah, where it's normal at.
So
Yeah,
monogamy.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. If y'all got questions for Lily, use the question function. If you want to come on and ask Lily a question, just wave. You can come on and ask Lily a question. Oh, they're dying in the comment section. Do you ever do cocaine or hard drugs?
I don't do hard drugs.
It was the pause and then well, I don't do hard drugs.
I don't do hard drugs.
They don't drug test you.
Where?
You do security, right?
I fasted with flying colors. Just know that. Just know that. That's all you need to know. As long as you pass it, you're good. You know? I don't smoke nothing but weed. Just know that.
Okay.
I don't smoke nothing but weed. All right? That's all I gotta say. I don't smoke nothing but weed. All right? And when I'm drunk, I might smoke a cigarette. That's all I gotta say.
It was the pregnant pause. It was the
360 party girl. That's all I gotta say.
do not know what that means, but
I love a good time occasionally, but see, the thing about it is, and that's the secret to looking good is that people got to understand when the party is over. You got to understand that. No. On some real shit, like people got to understand, like stuff is every now and then. Like it's not a all the time. It's not a every day. It's every now and then. Like the moments don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? Moments don't last forever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when the moment is over. You gotta let it rock. You gotta let it rock. You gotta be like, okay, tonight's not the night for that. You have a good time. I see you later. I see you in a couple months. I'm taking, I drinking water tonight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. I'm just smoking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just like the blood. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's that. Gotta understand that. You gotta know when to say no. You gotta be strong in that no. You gotta know when to say no. That's the key to life.
listen, y'all taking notes?
You gotta know. That's the key to life. You gotta know when to say no. Crack is cheap. Crack is whack. I've made too much money to ever smoke crack. Yeah. Real shit.
Okay.
Real shit.
Someone was asking, do you feel like you're only focused on finances for a potential mate? Oh,
No, man, I can focus on both. That's very easy. It's very. It takes 2 seconds to tell you, hey, how are you doing? It takes 2 seconds to ask, how is your day going? It takes 2 seconds to, respond back. I mean, if I can scroll on Twitter, or if I can, look, if I can doom scroll on Twitter, if I can, be on social media, if I actually truly care about somebody, if I can be on social media all day or text my friends or talk to my friends all day, I can definitely talk to you or tell you or, make time. That's never an issue.
no, like they mean, do you over prioritize money? Like the guy has to have a lot of money to be with you?
No.
No. Okay.
Because the last person I dated didn't have a lot of money. We made money together.
Okay. 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 I let's see what other questions they got for you. What are your hobbies? You have so much confidence. Like, where's that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I used to. I'm not gonna say I do, but I used to model.
Mhm.
I really right now I'm finna get into filmmaking. There's a couple documentaries that I want to make, which is another reason why I'm moving back to New York. Is because the studio that I've been working with for years is gonna help me produce my films, and then my friends are gonna, like Issa Rae said, you don't work above, you work next to you. My friends are gonna help me produce my film and
Okay.
documentaries that I have. So that is it's just art. I love making art. I want to make people think, and also like um, in the gay world, like not even the gay world, like LGBT. There's different aspects of LGBT, and that needs to be explained.
Oh yeah. Nice. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So I think those are all the questions we have for you. Give us a little spin at what you look like from head to toe. You got to give us an up and down so they can see you.
Shit. I guess let me sit this camera down right here.
You all, this is Lily. I'm losing my voice over here. This is Lily. Yeah, give us a little spin. That's perfect. Yeah. Give
Good.
us a little spin. Lily is moving to Brooklyn, New York. Lily's 30, 6 foot even, 145 pounds. Team Gemini. Is team top as well. Works in security. Will date between 28 and any age.
I'll put a cap on it. 45.
45. Thank you. 45.
I'll put a cap on it. 45.
You can live in any city. Open to body type. Prefers black guys. And is into monogamy. Tell them your Instagram handle and spell it one more time, Lily, please.
Is Beyond Lily, Life and Lily in French. VIEENLILLY. VIEENLILLY.
Listen, Lily, awesome interview. Awesome interview.
Thank you.
Atlanta is losing a great gift in you, but New York is going to receive you back with open arms.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night. And y'all
All right.
stop being shady because y'all shady in the comments. I'm just.
And you gave it right back to him. You
y'all,
listen, listen.
y'all have a good one, man.
Good night, Lily.
Bye.
All right, what y'all think of Lily? Y'all think Lily is dateable? If so, put a 10. If not, put a 1. Are the Brooklyn kids gonna welcome Lily home? Yes, Lily, it's team top. Y'all go welcome Lily home, I'm sure. Zach, wave at me and let me know if you're trying to join. I see a 20. Okay. I want all 130 of you all to vote. Do you feel like Lily is dateable? Put a 10. If not, put a 1. What do y'all think? Troy. Okay, I see they're kind of like all over the place, but a majority of these are like 8s, 9s for Lily. What time did we get? I see 7. Go ahead, Tim. Hello, hello, hello. Zach,
Hey,
what's
what's up,
going
Lamont?
on? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
You got all this beard taking up the screen, okay?
I know. I know. Beard taking up the screen. My hair look a little frizzy, but it's a good reason. I have an excuse for the hair looking frizzy.
Oh, we're listening. What happened?
I've been in Puerto Rico the last 2 weeks.
I'm jealous. Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. It's a
Oh,
beautiful place.
beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. Zach, are you shooting your shot tonight?
I guess so. I guess I'll shoot my shot tonight.
I'm going to ask it again. Are you shooting your shot tonight?
Yes, I'm shooting my shot tonight.
There you go. There you go with confidence. So y'all, Zach usually watches on YouTube, usually like the next day all the time. And Zach will be like, I need to catch it on a Wednesday. So I'm happy you're here on a Wednesday watching.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So you will be an official shooter by the end of the night.
Yep. Official shooter.
Yes, yes, yes. Someone said Lamont don't need to go anywhere because I always end up sick when I get back. Yes,
What is that
germs.
about? What is that about, Lamont?
I'm allergic to everything. I need to be like in a little bubble, like everything. I'd be like,
You're supposed to come back healthier, happier when you come back from places.
no, no. It's always somebody's nasty cold or germs or something. Nah, nah. Mm-mm. Oh, do me a favor. Without hanging up, try to wipe your lens off a little bit. They're saying it like it's a little.
A little blurry.
Yes, it could be from the oils from your beard and your skin.
So that
Much
could be
better.
it. Is
Much
that better?
much
Okay.
better.
Okay,
Much
my
better.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So Zach, you're up in Philly, right?
Yep.
So tell us, how is it dating in Philly? Because I lived in Philly for 6 years and I have my own opinion. But what do you think?
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's rough. It's hard out in those Philly streets.
So every city has their own like dating issues. There's always a theme. Like you would think about Philly, what do you think the challenges that guys face in trying to find love?
I don't think anybody is really, or not a lot of people are really serious about dating, seriously dating or relationship in Philly. I think everybody just want to have sex. And I'm not sex shaming at all. Nothing
Mhm.
wrong with sex. But my thing is just be like upfront and honest about that's all you want. But I
Mhm.
think that's just what everybody wants. Nobody, it's hard to find people that really want to settle down.
Yeah, I think when this is decades ago, like when I say decades, I moved out of Philly in 2006. So I lived in Philly from 2000 until 2006. So that's how long ago I lived there, and I was single. I did have a boyfriend when I was there for a little bit. I did, but what
Okay.
my issue was, I felt like everybody was in the closet.
Really?
Yes, like my
See,
issue is like literally, they were like, "Oh no, we can't go out in public together," and I'm like, "What? Like what?"
I think that was pretty normal back 20 years ago, but I think it's changed now.
Yes, 20 years ago is a long time.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
feel like guys are more out of the closet now, and they still don't want a relationship. They just want to have sex.
yeah, yep.
Man. Okay, well you gonna have to represent Philly pretty well and show them some quality guys.
All right, I'll try. I'll try.
Okay, Zach, how old are you?
44, just turned 44 March 23rd, so that makes me an Aries. Shout
Okay,
out to all the Aries.
Aries. Okay, they say they're tired of me telling that Philly story. They hate me saying that. I'm just telling you what my experience is. Like, at least I'm consistent. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not
True,
lying. I don't change the story.
true,
All right.
true.
So 44. You're Aries. How tall are you? And about how much do you weigh?
I am 6 feet tall and I'm 230 pounds.
Okay. So 230, 6 feet. Okay. Now, are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
Verse, but I would be happy to be a side, but verse.
Okay.
And the gay math is probably 70 bottom, 30% top, but
Okay.
that could easily fluctuate. Just depends.
What does it depend on?
The person, the
Okay.
person.
So
I
you
feel like it's so easy to find bottoms.
Mhm.
Like that's so easy. So I would like a little more of a challenge. As somebody who doesn't regularly bottom, that would do it a little bit more for me.
what about that does it for you?
Um, the challenge and the fact that they don't do it too often. Like I
Mhm.
would see that as a challenge, and I would see it as like a compliment that I was able to get them cakes.
So you want to convert the tops into bottoms or versatile?
Not necessarily, but
Mhm.
somebody that's like a burst top, but a little
Mhm.
more selective about who they bottom for. Yeah, but that's not mandatory. Like I said, I
Okay.
would also happily be side as well because I've gone months and months without
Okay.
penetration. So
Okay. So either no penetration or some flexibility, but you prefer a guy who does not give his cakes up so easily.
yeah.
Okay. 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 And tell us, what type of work do you do?
I am the community engagement supervisor for domestic violence program in Philly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I do the trainings. I help facilitate the trainings. I manage all table and outreach requests. And that's like a quick snapshot of what I do for domestic violence.
Mhm.
I've also recently developed, we run a STAR program, which is students talking about relationships, where we
Mhm.
teach young people healthy and unhealthy relationships as a preventative measure. My job, I wanted to do more work in the LGBT community. So
Mhm.
my job applied for a grant and got it for me to adapt that curriculum to the
Mhm.
ballroom, house and ballroom community.
Oh,
So I
wow.
adapted
Yeah.
that 10-session community curriculum down to 2 sessions, and adapted it for the ballroom community. So I just did 4 sessions, 2 in November, 2 in December, and we're gonna do two more in sometime this spring
Oh,
as
wow.
well. And it was a huge success. I got a lot of really good feedback on it. I
Mhm.
got some feedback for like constructive feedback for what could be changed or added to it. So I plan to adapt it a little bit with their feedback,
Mhm.
and do it again. And I felt like that was really important to me in this work because when I started in this line of domestic violence work, I noticed that it wasn't a lot of LGBTQ people coming through.
Mhm.
And being
Mhm.
a part of the community, I know it happens. I know it
Mhm.
happens out there. So my job always asks like new hires in this work, what would fill your cup? So I said I want to do more LGBTQ outreach and work in that community. So I've been working with the ballroom community now for 2 years. It's 2 years now.
Greatly needed. Greatly needed. So I think that's awesome. So it sounds like you're trying to make a big difference in the community, whether it's around domestic violence, working with youth, the ballroom house community. Yeah, just help making sure people are better versions of themselves and really getting good mental health care.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, okay. There's some people are saying, hey, they want to connect with you even on some work related stuff. They're like, hey, I just moved to Philly. I like that program. They want to talk about, oh, yeah, I need to
Yeah.
link up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
please reach out. Please reach out. I love, to me, I feel like the more people are educated and know about it, the better. Even if you just have like a basic DV 101, I
Mhm.
feel like that's a huge help. That's a
Yeah.
huge help, especially to get people connected to organizations like mine or any other organization.
So you'll be a perfect person to talk about this. So earlier, I was having a conversation at the beginning of the hour. Like, I think some people should not be in relationships because you heard the saying, someone's like, oh, every pot has a lid. And I'm like, no, I don't agree with that. And I gave an example. I said there's this guy named Tom. Like, Tom is aggressive. He's violent. He beat up the last couple boyfriends. He doesn't take care of himself. He's not financially stable. Do you think Tom should be in a relationship?
No, Tom needs to do some healing. Tom needs to get some therapy. Tom needs to work on himself.
Do you think a person who has a history of domestic violence can change and not be violent in future relationships?
If they put in the work, I think it's doable. If there are programs out there that help people who
Mm-hmm.
are the abusers, it's a program in Philly called Cordea,
Mm-hmm.
and they help the people who are the violent ones.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a program that really they have to want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to want to improve and change yourself. I've even had clients who had their partners in Cordea doing the work to change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Whew.
it's possible, but you have to want it. That's like with anything in life. You have to want the change.
I think it has to be a significant intervention to help the person change. I do think if they're in a current relationship and they're being violent, it is
Hmm.
not that person's job to fix them or help them. That person should remove themselves. And then Tom should go figure it out with somebody else and not try to come back to that other person.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
but
like
ultimately, like the survivor in that relationship it would ultimately be up to them and what they need and what they felt like would be best for them.
remove yourself totally. Let Tom go do some healing. And
We doing the empowerment counseling
Mhm.
at where I work. So it's up to the survivor and what's best for them because that might be what's best for Lamont, but that might not be what's best for Zach. That might not work for me. You have to let people. Survivors are the navigators of their own bus. They're the drivers
Oh,
of their own
absolutely.
bus for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. Let them decide what they want to do. But if they ask Lamont's opinion, Lamont is going to give it. I'm going to
Okay.
say,
Okay.
if you ask, you are going to get it. And I'm going to be like, you deserve better. Like, and why? Because here's the real question is, why do you feel like love should come in that form? Like,
Mm,
like that's the question. Like, why do you think love should present itself in a way where it is literally trying to kill you?
mm, right. Right.
You deserve much better. You
Absolutely.
deserve much better. And that type of love does not have to be the only type of love you experience. There are people who will love you without putting their hands on you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's yeah. Okay.
And you
Look,
just,
look. We've been talking all night long. So I like the
right,
case study
right.
that we started out. We're gonna end it out with that.
And bring me back to talk more about this
Oh,
for sure
absolutely,
on one of your
absolutely.
episodes for
Yep.
sure.
Tell me your Instagram handle, please.
It is CAZISTHEMAN. Kaz is the man.
Chaz is the man. Where'd you get this name from?
Kaz is just like Zach backwards. That's all it is. And it's usually I'm a gamer too, y'all. So shout out to any gamers in the chat. PlayStation 5, the Switch, PC. I play a little bit of it all. So Kaz is always my gamer tag.
Okay, we were talking about gamers last week. Did you see that episode?
I did not. I did
Mhm.
not. I had a long day and I fell asleep early
Yeah.
after being in the beach and in the sun all day last week.
So there was a guy, probably the second, maybe the last guy or second to last guy who was on, and he was like, he's big into like video games as well, and he said like there are times it can be 4 hours and he's been on the game, like,
Oh
and
yeah.
and it
Easy.
just goes by
Easy.
like nothing. Yeah,
Yep. 4 hours, 6 hours, quick. On a Saturday. Yep.
he's like, yup, just like in it,
Yep.
like,
It's
like
in it. Yep.
come up for air.
In
You're like, no, I'm good. Like, pass me a
talking
drink.
all the shit. Talking all the shit, yelling at the screen and everything.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. This is Zach, you all. Zach lives in Philly. Zach is 44, 6 foot even, 230 pounds. He is an Aries, team versatile or side. And he works in, he's a community engagement specialist around domestic violence and works with youth. If you have questions for Zach, put them in the question function or the chat or wave, and you can come on and ask him a question. Give me some qualities that you want in a guy. Like, what are some qualities you want in a guy?
Oh, I want somebody that knows how to communicate. What else? Knows how to laugh. I'm not saying they have to be a comedian, but they know how to laugh and enjoy a good laugh. A gamer would be a plus. It's not a must, but another gamer would be a plus. Somebody who is understanding, knows how to be healthy. That's important. Be like in a healthy relationship, communicate healthy, not toxic. Or if things go toxic, they know how to like call it out, reel it in. What else? Another good quality. Emotional intelligence. That would be important as well.
Yeah. What's the longest relationship you've been in?
Oh, a year.
A year?
A
Okay.
year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, Philly is a tough place. Philly's a tough place.
Tough.
Woo. Now, the
It's
guy
tough.
you date, does he have to live in Philly, or are you open to other places?
I'm open to other places within like a 2-hour drive. I would be open to a 2-hour range.
So like New York, DC, Baltimore, Delaware, Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about age range? What's the youngest you'll go? What's the oldest?
About 34. I'm 10 years younger, 10 years older is my range. So like 34, 54.
Okay. What about like body type? What do you like?
My size are smaller.
Okay, so about like more solid, stocky size.
Yeah, solid, stocky to smaller than me. Yeah.
Okay. What about race or ethnicity? What do you prefer?
I prefer men of color. I do prefer Latinos, but it's not. One of my boyfriends out of the 3 relationships I've had have been Latino, so I'm open to black as well.
1 out of 3 have been Latino, you said?
Latino. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you need to go up. What part of Philly are they up in?
I know where they at. Feltonville.
I know where you know, Philly a little segregated, like where people live in certain places. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What about like monogamy, open relationships, agreements, poly? What you like?
I would prefer monogamy. If we needed to open it up, I would hope that we could talk about like what the need was there and what was missing. I could be open to it if it made sense. I don't want to be. I wouldn't want to be in an open relationship just for the sake of being in an open relationship. It would have to make sense.
Like, what do you mean? Like, make sense? What do you mean?
Like, what the need there? If it was a need there, if things needed to be spiced up or whatever, I wouldn't just want to be in an open relationship just because. Or if like we only been in a relationship for 6 months and they say I want to be in an open relationship. No. Hopefully that's something we can discuss early on, but yeah.
They have to present a case like, hey, this is why it would benefit you all to be in an open relationship. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Remember, if you wave in the comment section at any time, that means you want to interrupt the interview and come on and ask a question. So FYI, because someone waved in the comment section, so I just want to let people know that's what that means. Okay, so monogamy are open, but it needs to make sense. Let's see. If you have questions for Zach, use the question function, use the chat, or wave to ask some questions. Let's see. Let me see what questions they have for you, Zach. Yeah, I got some questions for Zach. Let's see. Oh, this is, do you prefer Latinos are you open to Latinos, or do you prefer black guys? Like, what's the priority? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Prefer men of color,
Hmm.
Latino, and then black guys. It's mostly Latinos and black guys.
Okay, so mostly Latino and black guys you prefer. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you feel like you are single?
Because dating in Philly is hard. I'm also a bit I'm particular and picky about who I want to spend my time with. My peace of mind is important to me. My time is important to me. So I don't want to give my time to just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to share my space and my value with just anybody. So I'm a bit more selective about that. And I also, to be totally transparent, I haven't been the most I haven't been really putting myself out there as frequently as I should. So that's probably another good reason why I'm single as well.
Yeah, because that's a good thing, a good point to bring up, because you have to literally go to places where single people are, or get
Right.
on good dating apps, or travel to
Right.
like single events or conferences. Or, like I feel like dating is a sport, and if you don't participate in the sport, you're not going to get what
Right.
you want. And most people don't want to. They don't want to do it. They literally are
Right.
like, no, I want him to knock on the door and and then we'll go on a date, or I'll meet him in a grocery store. But I feel like if that's the approach, then you should spend your time in the grocery store, in the mall, but you should be talking to people. Like,
Right.
you
Right.
should go to the grocery store every day so you have an excuse to meet and talk to everybody.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, they want to know, what is your religion?
Baptist. But
Okay.
I'm more spiritual. I don't go to church every Sunday. How Medea say I only go to church for 2 reasons: weddings and funerals.
Okay.
She said.
Okay.
But no, I'm more spiritual. I do pray and
Mhm.
everything, but church I'm not a big fan of. But I was raised Baptist.
Practice. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they said, are you from west, north, south, or another part of Philly?
I live in, like, it's called East Oak Lane, West Oak Lane. So that's like the north. It's literally like probably a mile from the county line.
Yep.
It's on the north side of Philly.
Okay. Do you prefer pound town or love making when it comes to sex?
It depends on the mood. It depends on the mood. A nice variation is always fun.
Okay. Variation. Cut or uncut?
Cut.
Cut. Okay. Anything else? Oh, how did you mess up your last relationship? Assuming you
I,
messed it up, they're saying.
I
They put
messed
the
it up.
blame on you. Yeah.
I messed it up. Oh gosh, we could be on here all night about that. But I didn't pay attention to some signs.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
didn't pay attention to some signs, and I tried to stick around
mm-hmm.
longer than I should have.
Yeah, yeah. I always tell people, like, and people hate me for saying this, is I think you have to really hone in on the first 3 months of dating somebody and pay attention. Like, I know he's gorgeous and the sex is great, but like literally pay attention. Like, take notes and then say, yeah, he's cute, but he's not ambitious, because that's what I want. I want a guy who's ambition, or he wants an open relationship. Now I don't want that. Like,
Right.
but people were like they ignore stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think those are all the questions we get for you. We gotta see what you look like from head to toe. So you gotta back the camera up, give us a little spin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my best friend to hold the camera.
Okay, bestie, come on. Yes. Zach, who do you live with?
I live by myself.
Okay.
Tilt it down a little bit. Down a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
All right, you all. This is Zach. Zach lives in Philly. He is 44, 6 foot even, 230 pounds. He is an Aries, team versatile or side. He works in the like community service doing domestic violence prevention work, also with youth. He's open to getting married, will date between 34 and 54. You don't have to live in Philly. You can live in like New York, DC, Baltimore, Delaware, Jersey, but like 2 hours. Who will date guys more stocky to smaller, prefers guys of color, and he is into monogamy or agreements. Tell them your Instagram handle one more time.
It's Kaz is the man, CAZISTHEMAN. And the best friend is a she, y'all. The best friend is a she.
Got her over there working. Well, listen, you are officially a shooter because you shot your shot tonight. So you got your badge.
All right.
You got your badge. Go on some dates. All right, Zach?
All right, I will.
All right. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, Lamont.
All right. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Listen, I love when people make a switch from YouTube to Instagram or Instagram to YouTube. What do you all think about Zach? Do you think Zach is dateable? Ray, wave at me in the comment section if you want to come on. Ray, John, wave at me in the comment section. What are y'all saying in the comment section? If you think he's dateable, put a 10. If not, put a 1 or something in between. Let me know what you think. What y'all think? The man got a good job. He's connected to his passion. You know. What y'all think? He's 6 feet. He's tall. That's what y'all want. Okay, Ray, I got you. Okay, I see the scores. I'm gonna bring one more person on, even though it's a little past that time, but I'm gonna go a little bit longer. My name is Lamont. My brother's name is Lamar, to somebody in the comment section. Oh, I gotta remind you all, I'm doing a singles event in Oakland, California on April the 15th. The descriptions of the event, you can either, the link to the event so you can RSVP. You either can DM me or look at the description and the video if you're watching on YouTube. Let's see. Ray, let's see if you are ready. Right, Danielle. Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
I am doing awesome. Happy Wednesday. It's still Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
You out in the streets?
Yeah, actually, one of my friends came in from town and we was having dinner.
Okay, so, they let you leave dinner so you can go.
Yeah, because I pressed it. I was like, he probably gonna call me up, but I was like, why not F8? So yeah.
Okay. Wait, tell me, is it Ray?
Ray, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ray, where do you live?
New York.
New York in the house. Okay, what part of New York do you live in, Ray?
Queens.
Okay. What's the accent? They want to know this accent. What is it?
Oh, Trinidad.
You're from Trinidad, okay?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you're in New York and Queens. Are you single?
Very.
What does very mean? Like when you say that?
I said, that's just me being dramatic. But
okay.
Trying to date nowadays, at least for me in New York City, it's really a bit of a struggle, only because monogamy is not a thing anymore. And I think I'm a little old school. So I'm thinking maybe I'm expected to adjust to maybe open or poly. But that's not really my thing, but that's what it seems to be.
It is not. It's not.
No discrimination. No discrimination.
No, don't let anybody feel like you have to be in an open or agreement type of relationship to find a guy. If monogamy is something that you value and that's what you want, stick to your guns. Like, And there's tons of guys who want monogamy. They do.
Right.
They are.
Right.
It's just the, the the package that you want might not come in that package.
Yeah. I get it. Yep. It's true. It's the reality.
It is the reality.
It's the reality. It's the reality.
Ray, that's all I'm saying. Because
Mm,
there are tons of people who are watching tonight who want
mhm.
monogamy. Tons.
Yeah. And I believe they're out there, but I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to assess if it's the environment or is it what I'm attracting. I'm assessing those things to see, is it maybe what I'm interested in that could be the issue, but I'm trying to figure it out.
So what I find is that there are guys who want monogamy,
Mhm.
but they don't engage in behaviors that say they want monogamy.
Correct.
Right. So like when they meet a guy, they will have sex on the first night. Or
Hmm.
they go to the parties
Hmm.
and they do things, but then when they meet a guy, they're like, "Oh no, I want to be in a monogamous relationship." But it's like,
Right.
well, you haven't.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's the benefits of the monogamy relationship that they want.
Mhm.
But then at the same time, they want to be able to still do what they want. So they want that person to come home to, but they want to go outside. And it's like they want their cake, how they say they want their cake and cookies too. It's
Yeah,
like, I want to go home to lay with somebody, to have somebody there. But then I want to be able to go outside and do it. Like if I see something and I want to tackle that, I should be able to do it.
yeah. They
And
just yeah,
and the
yeah.
way this world is nowadays is too small. And
Right,
it's just like,
right. And people talk, and people were like, "Oh yeah, he was at that
mhm.
party doing X, Y, and Z, or he did with that person."
Right.
And I don't
Correct.
shame people who have sex on the first night or anything like that.
Mhm.
I'm saying I don't, but you can't be surprised then if a guy thinks you're not monogamous because
Mhm.
y'all screwed on the first night. Like,
Yeah, and I've actually tried that. Like, so for me, when I date, I don't typically try to do anything sexual on the
mhm,
first night.
mhm.
The and it's kind of worked in my favor. I mean, I've even had some that tried to beg for it, and then because I didn't give it, I didn't hear back from them. So, you know, but it's just like for me, it's just like I don't want our relationship foundation be based on sex. Because
Right.
if that's the case, then I'll just stay in a hookup. And if we're doing a hookup, you're not getting no benefits. It's literally like a pit stop. You give me what I need and you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Don't lay down, don't fall
Yeah.
asleep, no get no food.
You can
If
kick
we're
a
doing
man out. He can't even take a
listen,
nap.
a hookup is like a pit stop. We don't cuddle because that's blurring the lines a bit. It's giving you like we going somewhere, but we're really not. At least for me, because
Yeah.
my love
Yeah.
language is touch. So
Mhm.
I'm not doing that with people if you just hooking them.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually he got to go after y'all
Yeah, you
both.
gotta go. I don't even have to say. You see me walking towards the door.
Cold blooded over there. Cold blooded. All right. So
Yep.
you're in New York. How old are
Mhm.
you?
I'm 36. I'll be 37 in November.
Okay. How tall are you and about how much do you weigh?
I am 5'8.5", close to 9, and I'm like T10.
Okay, 210. You solid over there. Okay.
Hmm.
What's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I'm the good Scorpio though. I know people cringe. I know people do cringe when they hear Scorpio, and I understand why because I dated a Scorpio because I'm not really big on zodiac signs, but when I did with a Scorpio, I said, "Oh, so you're the reason why people cringe when I say November."
Back up some because we're losing your face. We're
Oh,
losing. Okay,
sorry.
there we go. So
Okay.
Trinidadian, New Yorker, and a
Hmm.
Scorpio.
Correct.
That's a lot of energy. That's a hell of a lot of fire. Okay.
But it's good fire. It's good fire. Good fire.
Now, are you team top, bottom, verse, or side?
So I typically am a bottom, but I'm like a verse in training, meaning that so meaning that I'm trying to explore more and be open because
Mm-hmm.
typically I'm just bottom,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to when I get in a relationship, like if my guy wants me to, I'm
Mhm.
okay with it. Just for
Mhm.
me, you can't want it more than me. But
Okay.
I'm open to trying to become on the verse side. So I,
What
I
is
like to say verse in training.
so okay, so Ray, what does this versatile and training plan look like? Like what does it entail?
So typically so back then, for me, if I dealt with a guy and he turned the cheek, that normally would turn me off and I wouldn't mess with them. Because
Mhm.
that's how it's happened to me. Like the plan was for me to do the bending, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden I got naked and you switched your mind for some reason.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I used to be, no. But now I'm like, okay, I tried it. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of,
So if you do a little toot, you'd be like, okay, cool, that's your sign. They'd be like, let me hop on it.
yeah, but it's not my thing. But if my guy wants me to do it, I'm open to doing it.
Okay. So you all have to talk about it beforehand, or you just want them to surprise you?
No surprises.
No surprises. No, no,
We
no.
gotta,
No. Right. Warm you up to it, to the idea, to let you know. Yeah.
yeah. But my thing is, I'm just, if in a relationship, I don't mind, but I just don't want it more than me because that's where it starts to get a little,
But here's and you want monogamy, right?
yes. But that's what I'm saying. I'm
So
opening
right.
up
So
to
what?
that.
So
That
what I'm saying, you got to
uh-huh.
do what your man want.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Verse and training. So you got to work. You got to meet me where I'm at.
Hmm.
Like,
So you are
but
training to get there, so you can meet the needs of your man should
correct.
ever arise.
Right. Correct.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You need to tell the people in the comment section. Tell them, Ray.
Yes,
Tell
people
them.
in the
Yes.
comment, I am trying. Listen, I've always been Listen, I was like a toxic. And when I say toxic, meaning where it was just like, I just want my top to top. If you've been, it was, But now,
Hmm.
as you get older, you're like, let me just try to open my mind a little bit to different things.
Hmm. Hmm.
So for me, I tried the topping thing. So it's like, okay, it feels nice, but
Hmm.
what's the word? Preferable is my accent getting in the way. For
Preferably.
preference, yeah, preferably,
Mhm.
I just prefer, like, I don't mind if my guy will want it every now and then. Preferably, I would just like to be the main bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So burst in training. What type of work do you do?
So I work in healthcare. So I work in HIV care and
Mhm.
prevention as well. And outside of that, I'm a musical theater singer, actor, dancer. So
Okay. So you're in public health, HIV prevention, and then and you said music
yeah,
and what
so
and
yeah,
theater?
musical theater, and I'm a wedding singer as well.
Okay. Tell us
hmm
your Instagram handle and spell it for us, please.
So my Instagram handle is Trini Ray. Is how it sounds. TRI as in it, N as in Nancy, I as in it, and then Ray, RAY.
All right, y'all. This is Ray. Ray is in New York. He's 36, 5'8", 210 pounds. He is a Scorpio, team versatile bottom, but working to be more versatile in training. He works in public health and HIV prevention, and also in theater, and he sings. If you have questions for Ray, use the question function or wave at any time. You come on
hmm
and ask Ray a question.
Correct.
All right, give me some characteristics or qualities that you want your man to have.
Whew. Honest, and I'm serious with the honest thing.
Mhm.
Um, um, Spontaneous, outgoing, um, yeah, fun. Um, yeah, fun.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm a fun person. I love to laugh. Like I know there's a time to be serious, but at the same time, I do like having fun, enjoying life, and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, very a people's person because I'm a people's person.
Mhm.
So I do have quite a few friends, not a lot, but just adjustable, knowing how to adjust in different environments. So
Mhm.
and a leader.
Okay. Okay. What's the longest relationship you've been in, Ray?
To be completely honest, I my longest relationship was when I was in high school,
Oh wow, that's and you wait
but
36 is a long time.
right, because I had a point in my life where I was in a DL phase, so I
Mhm.
really wasn't dating guys.
Mhm.
But then, as I got older and started to become comfortable with me,
Mhm.
and I did decide to try to date. It didn't really last long. I had situationships, but not an actual honest relationship as yet.
Okay. So you were in the closet for a long period of time. When did
Yeah.
you like officially come out to like your friends, your family members, coworkers?
Well, I would say around 26, 27.
20. Wait, what?
6, 27. Like between 26 and 27.
Your age of like 26, 27, and you're
Yeah,
36. So about
correct.
10 years ago, about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
About
about
10,
10
10.
years.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and I know, family can be hard. Now, were
Yeah.
you born in New York?
No, I was born in Trinidad.
Oh, yeah. So how long have you been in New York then?
I've been since I was younger, but I've always been always back and forth.
Mhm.
Um, but the environment that I grew up in, which is very Caribbean, then also the performance arts team I was a part of, which was singing, acting, dancing, going around the world and doing these things, was a Christian-based group. So I couldn't
Uh-huh.
really be, you know how that goes with religion, you know,
It's
you
a
really stuck.
sin, praying it
Yeah, it's
away,
a
and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then you struggle trying to figure it out because it's like, I love God, but then people telling me God hates me, so
Mhm.
I didn't have this space to really, um, I didn't really have the safe space to really discover me,
Yeah.
especially when sexual abuse was involved as well from when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind
Yeah.
of clouded
Mhm.
that whole process of really trying to figure out who I was.
Yeah. What helped you to kind of like evolve and come out of the closet and accept yourself?
Therapy.
Okay.
Therapy. I advocate for therapy. I mean,
Mhm. Mhm.
therapy was a lifesaver for me because it really opened my eyes to a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to figure out on my
Mhm.
own, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We are
therapy
a
was
big
yeah,
advocate for therapy over here. Like
correct.
it,
Mm-hmm.
it will help you through what you need to go through to get where you
Mm-hmm.
need to be. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and it wasn't an easy journey because as we all know, Caribbean, black, or bisexual, gay,
Mhm.
that's like the worst thing you could be.
Right. Right.
So
I think
it's
it's still like
like,
illegal. Is it still illegal in Trinidad?
well, Trinidad, they had the burglary laws, what they called it, which was like basically anal sex.
Yeah.
They had it where it was legal, but just recently they put it back to being illegal.
It was buggery. Like if you have anal sex, it's
Ye-
illegal for
Yeah, but
anybody to have anal sex, right?
they mainly put it towards the
The
LGBT
gays.
community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah,
Oh man, yeah, that's
yeah,
horrible. Okay, so
hmm
really haven't been in a long term relationship. Really coming out
right,
of the closet the last 10 years definitely
yeah.
makes sense.
hmm
What's a good age range that you will date? Like, what's the youngest? What's the oldest?
The youngest I would do, to be honest, is 30.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest, to be honest, I don't have no max per se. It's just all about the character of the person, the mentality of that individual.
Mm-hmm.
If our energies match, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, give me that energy. I don't discriminate against how old you are.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you want to get married? Do you want to have children?
I mean, I do want to have kids. Marriage, I'm open to it. I'm not closed to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to successfully get a relationship first because it's like my because I my mind was like, yeah, but I ain't reached that far. I'm just trying to have a successful relationship
Yeah.
first, and then if marriage come, I'm open to it. Like if he shocks me, get on
Mhm.
one knee and propose to me, you know,
Okay.
I am for
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Well, what question for you?
Mhm.
How do you think your higher power feels about you being gay?
So to be quite honest, I'm in between. I do believe
And
that
you
he
gotta
loves.
back up. I keep
Oh,
losing your
sorry,
face.
sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Mhm.
So I do believe that I do believe he loves me regardless.
Mhm.
If it's right or wrong, I'm in between. I don't know because I through the years I realized people's words don't match up because it's been very hypocritical. So
Mhm.
I don't know if certain things is just based off of just people not liking gays. But I truly believe God loves me because every day that I get up and I'm able to live
Mhm.
shows he loves me enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's blessing me with opportunities like gigs, putting me in places like even my type of work where I'm basically it's ministry. It's not I'm not using the word God, but I'm
Mhm.
dealing with people with HIV care. And it's not even only the HIV that I'm helping people get over. Some people have trauma, some people have
Mhm.
drug addiction. It's all
Mhm.
different things that people come, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
come with.
Yeah.
So I do believe that he uses me. So for him to use me, that means he loves me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I always encourage people, especially gay men who are 30 and above.
mm-hmm,
Like when I say gay men who are 30 and above, take a month, take 30 days
mm-hmm.
to analyze, be critical,
Yes.
do research on
Yes.
your faith and your spirituality, like what you were taught and what the historians have shown
Yes.
where all that stuff came from. I don't think
Correct.
after the age of 30, we don't get an excuse for saying, "Oh, I still believe what my parents taught me." No,
Right.
you're now an adult. You can now choose to think and ask tough questions
Mm-hmm.
and find your own answer so you have clarity. Because if you don't, it will haunt you and
It will haunt
negatively
you.
impact your relationships until you do.
But I also think, and I do agree, and I do see that point too.
Yeah.
But a person has to mentally, because if you, depending on how you grew, if
Mhm.
you grew up in an environment where everything that was said to you is stamped inside you, and you get to a place and it's like, wait. I'm starting to have convictions because I don't know if what you're saying is right, but then I don't know if what I'm feeling is right. So I think, and that's why I advocate for therapy, because it's
Mhm.
like it helps you see outside of your norm. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it allows you to, it's a non-biased environment, and it allows you to give you another perspective that maybe you could sit with. But mentally, you have to be able to build that strength to realize what you were possibly taught is wrong.
So, which is why I don't try to convince people. I
Correct.
don't. I say literally, do your
Do
research,
your research, yeah.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and I think people are afraid to do it because
Mm-hmm.
they're afraid they're going to find out a different answer.
Correct. And being able to accept that answer, like, oh shoot, what was stamped in me is wrong. And some people get there, and then the harsh reality is some people don't. But I would
Yeah,
encourage people to
yeah,
get there, because
yeah.
if you're fighting against your reality, you will suffer.
Definitely, if you're a gay man, 30 and above, do you take 30 days, do
Mm-hmm.
research, come to your understanding about what you think your higher power thinks about your sexual orientation.
Correct.
I think that's my rule. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. There's some other wait, what was I gonna ask you? Oh,
Mhm.
um, body type. What do you like for guys?
I really don't have no discrimination against body type, because
Mhm.
I'm average between, I mean, I work out every day, but I'm in the average range, but I used to be discriminated a lot because I was thicker. So
Mhm.
I don't really have a particular body type per se. It's more so just the energy of the person. Like I do prefer like a leader. I am attracted to masculinity. I don't have an issue with some femininity, but I am really attracted to masculine energy.
Okay. What about race or ethnicity? What do you prefer?
I am pretty open. I mean, as far as dating wise, I don't think white will work for me,
Mhm.
but yeah, race wise, African Caribbean. I do. Well, let me say that I do. I am. I'm open to all, but I do prefer like a Caribbean background.
Caribbean background. Like, what are some
Yeah.
Caribbean places you would date?
So you have St. Lucia, you have Antigua, you have Barbados, you have Belize, you have Guyana, you have St. Kitts and Nevis.
You
Um,
got all that up in New York. Like, you got
yeah,
all that.
yeah, but they don't like to be faithful. They like to cheat. You know how it goes. Oh, that's my bro. That's my bro, and they having sex. So this is my gay mother, and you know how that
So
goes.
to your point, I think I said this to someone earlier. I think the gay community is so small,
Correct.
right? Like we're about less than like 3 or 4% of the U.S. population.
Correct.
So when you go into different cities,
Hmm.
You might want to date a guy that somebody you know has dated before. And sometimes
Okay.
people are like, well, you dated my coworker, so you are now off limits. And
Hmm.
I'm like, no, if your
No.
coworker
Mm-mm.
didn't want him and he's a good guy, go on a
Yeah.
date with him.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I'm not closed off to that. And again, like you said, the community is small. So 9 times out of 10, the person you fall in love with might be someone that someone had. So I'm
Like a
okay with
friend of
that.
a friend, like someone in next.
Correct.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
So the community is small.
I
That is
sit up here
100% how I
and
met my husband. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Tim, were you coming to ask a question?
My question was earlier, Lamont. I was sitting up here enjoying the conversation. You waited to get from my question. I done forgot what I was gonna ask him.
Okay.
Oh yes, I do. So you saying I know what it was. You brought it up. How you doing, Bray? And my name
I'm
is
good.
Tim.
Nice to
I'm a
meet you.
seasoned
Nice to meet you.
I am very seasoned on here. Most of
Okay.
them say TT. Most of them say mother. I can't call Lamont.
TT.
Most of them, I can't call Lamont mother, so I say elder White now.
Right.
That's why I said because he went off on me saying
I am not
well,
mother. I'm not auntie. I'm not sis. I have a penis.
I know
Hmm.
He, him,
it's
and his are my pronouns.
the
Hmm.
thing is, it's nothing but old school because we grew up with old school individuals, and that's what they used to do. Anyway, how you doing, Ray?
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
was calling because you said you are a practicing verse. Why you gonna do us like that? Do our team like that?
No,
What?
listen, I'm not saying that I'm a full I'm set versed in training. So I
No,
have been
ain't no training when you on team bottom, but baby, ain't no training.
listen, no, but I'm see the thing is I'm in a place where I'm trying to not be so close minded to things.
Hmm.
So the verse thing and it's just like you know what it is? I had a verse session and I was like,
Hold
okay.
on for a second, Ray.
Mhm.
Lamont, be quiet. I already see your look right there.
I
Thank
literally,
you.
my mouth is closed. Ray, did I say anything?
I know because I know you. Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just trying to be open minded because again,
I agree.
years I was full on top, bottom, 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 bottom. If you bend over in front of me, it's done. We're not even hooking up. But I'm learning as you get older, you learn to just open up to new things. And I've had sessions where it was versatile, and I was like, okay, this is not bad. I think I may could do this once or twice a month.
I agree with you. I've had experiences to where certain things happen because I love a man with a butt. Okay, I'm just letting it be
Well, I'm
known
not.
right there. I agree with that. It's just I've had a bad experience with a verse. I was upset. I didn't set up for. See,
Mm.
I can teach you how to be the best bottom you can be, baby. But
Right.
I've had a worse experience with a football player. I thinking I'm finna
Mm.
get it, and he done set up for and lifted his legs up and wanted me to do. I was so mad. But
Yeah.
I was so mad, but your conversation, your
Yeah, and I've
thing
had
is
some
good.
experiences too. Yeah, I've had some experiences too that was like, yeah, see, this is why I don't do that. Ty, I can't. But again, as you get older, you can't let one bad apple ruin it for everybody. So I'm like, okay, you know,
Yeah, I'll be listening, even though I play with Lamont. I listen, but I'm going to get there, Lamont. I'm going to get there. Just don't push me, okay?
I, I,
But
I,
I'm
I,
enjoying
I,
your interview.
I don't have a versatile agenda. I say if being a strict bottom is working for you,
hmm
continue to be a strict bottom.
I forgot my question, but I don't want to
You
interrupt.
asked the question. We heard it.
Okay. I'm getting there, and I agree a lot with what Lamont said, and I'm enjoying your interview. But a lot of
Thank
stuff
you.
I want to say, uh, flipped my mind, cause but that's life. But have a good night, y'all. Too have a good night.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on, Tim. Thanks for allowing me to speak. You're so kind. Thank you.
Okay, Elder. All right. Bye.
Goodbye. Tim is hilarious. 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 All right, y'all got questions for Ray? Use the question function, or you can wave and come on if you want. Um, let's see, what question? Trinidad and Jamaica kind of butt heads culturally. Can you date a Jamaican man?
So, I mean, it's not really a culture. I mean, it's not really a thing. You just have individuals that try to, but I could. So I'm trying to stay away from I'm open to Jamaicans, but I'm trying to stay away from them because Jamaicans cheat on a different level,
Oh
in
my
my
gosh.
experience. So yeah, they'll sleep with your coworker and everything. So it's like at the job. So for me, yeah, I've a lot of the exes that I have were from Jamaica.
Not the Jamaican men cheating with your coworker at the job.
Oh, I
Okay,
have
let's see.
stories, but it's for another
Um,
time.
Somebody, you can answer this or you don't. You gotta back up. We're losing your face
Sorry.
again.
Uh-huh.
Um, Spicy question. They want to know how big is it and is it uncut?
How about you come to my inbox and ask that question?
Slide into the inbox and he'll answer there. Okay. Um, mm, what part of Trinidad were you born in?
Port of Spain.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Port is called Port of Spain. It's the capital.
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes. I'm not looking for no papers. I have the blue book. I have dual citizenship.
Okay. Why are there so many questions about if you're cut or uncut in this chat?
Well, let me just put this out there. I'm not okay. I know you guys probably heard me say that guys that I experienced or got naked and they just again remember I am a bottom version trainer. So I like front, so don't think you're gonna come here. I'm just being honest. I'm 36. I have to be honest. I love the front. So if you love the front just as much as me, we're not gonna work.
Oh my goodness. It's given they're trying to turn you into a
Yeah,
top.
they trying to make this training a full-time job.
They are signing up to be tributes for this training over here.
Yeah. They're trying to make this a full-time. No. Mhm.
Oh, someone wants to know, do you ever tiptoe through Lincoln Terrace Park at night?
In my younger days, I have, but as a 36-year-old, no, it's not my calling anymore.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a cruising park where a lot of people in New York. So New
Mhm.
York has more than three, but well-known three main cruising parks, which is Lincoln Terrace, Prospect Park, and Harlem.
They all sound like you could get robbed, murdered, and killed.
Either they rob your pockets or they rob your parts.
Oh,
But
that's what it sounds like. That's
yeah,
what.
but yeah.
All right, let's
Mhm.
see. One more question. Mm, I think those are all the questions they have for you. You done left
Okay.
your friends for dinner.
No, we did. We just came out after.
Okay. Well, we gotta see what you look like from head to toe. So you gotta like put the camera somewhere so we can see what you look like.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna turn the car on. I know. Sorry, people. Their friend just said, "Ray, you're doing the most." Listen. Hold on. Let me try to put it somewhere so you can see me.
Yeah. Probably
Um.
on the car, by the tire or something. Let's see.
Right. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna try to put it here. Maybe this could work. No, that's not gonna. Sorry. Give me one. Oh, I think I have a spot.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, boom. Okay. Let me know if you can see.
Yep, we can see you. Are you all? This is Ray. Ray lives in New York. Give us a little spin in New York, in Queens, I believe, 36,
Yeah.
5'8", 210 pounds. Is a Scorpio, team side or versatile. Open to getting married, open to having children. Will date between 30 and up. Prefers you live in New York or close by. Open to body type. Prefers guys with colors. Jamaicans, maybe not so much. and is into monogamy. Tell us, what type of work do you do? Remind me.
I work in healthcare, HIV care,
Yep.
and prevention.
Yep. All right. Tell us your Instagram handle and spell it for us one more time.
Yes, it's TRINIRAY.
All right. Awesome interview. Thank you for coming on tonight, Ray.
Thank you.
Go
All right.
on some dates.
Yes.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Take care.
Okay, bye. Okay. Listen, people, we did another long episode tonight. Tell me if y'all think Ray is dateable. Put a 10. If not, put a 1. I've been enjoying these interviews. Like, I know some of them have been going a little bit longer, but I've been able to get more, I think, substance and hear people's stories more when we let them just kind of talk a little bit more. So I hope you all have been enjoying it. Instead of having like these superficial conversations, you let people talk more about who they are. Yeah. All right. I see 9s and 10s. Absolutely. Oh, before I hang up, I would remind you all, I am still allowing people who live in the state of California to join my matchmaking database free of charge. If you live in California, any part of California, you can join the matchmaking database for free. It's private, it's professional, and I send guys on dates. So if you do want to join the singles matchmaking database, if you're watching on YouTube, the link is actually in the description. If you're on Instagram, just DM me and I'll send you the link. It's like a survey you'll complete and we'll move forward. Oh, yes. All right. I think we're done. And a reminder, if you know anybody that lives in Oakland, we are having a singles event on April the 15th. I can't wait to see you all. Yep, Mike, I got yours. I may be hitting you up for one of my clients. Yep. Thank you all who bought badges tonight. I really appreciate you all buying badges. You know, it helps me pay my gas bill. Well, I don't have gas for a car anymore. I have electric, so yes. I have an electrical vehicle now, so you know I get to charge my car. So thank y'all for that. I appreciate it. All right, people, stay out of the park. Y'all talking about the parks in the comment section. Y'all hilarious. I will see you all next week. Have an awesome evening. Good night.